If you come across a giant John Wick sprite, you're not seeing things. It's a crazy glitch, but that's just the start. This is 140 things you never knew in Fortnite. A bunch of goated new sprites just dropped. From the Loot and Llama, which gives you a chance to upgrade your weapon every time you open up an ammo box, to Peely that pings nearby rare sprites. The most goated has gotta be the new John Wick sprite. It only spawns a reload, so you'll have to hop into the new Simpsons map to find it.
John Wick sprite! Okay, how do I extract?
With no extraction sites on the map, that's where the new portable extractor comes in.
Portable extractor!
But if you're not super lucky like Nick A30 here, don't panic, because you can also buy them from the vending machines. And once the John Wick sprite is finally in your collection,
There it is, guys.
you can take it back into Battle Royale, and it's insanely strong,
Wow, it's actually like literally telling me exactly where they're at.
marking nearby enemies anytime you get a knock or elimination.
Oh my god, he's got the whole team. Wait, John Wick sprite goes crazy.
Speaking of the new reload map, it's almost exactly how fans remember it from Battle Royale. Apart from one thing, the Confidential. You might remember the Continental from John Wick. Well, this is the Simpsons take on it, which actually first appeared in the episode, The Last Bar Fighter. But Fortnite have given it an insane twist. It's an elimination-free zone with passive healing and proximity chat.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, come sit, Spidey.
And here's the crazy part. If you're feeling devious, you can actually still damage players.
There's Nick A30 right there.
Though if you do, you'll instantly become excommunicado.
No!
This means that there's a bounty on your head and you're marked for everyone on the map. Take down the rule breaker
That was the excommunicado kid, by the way.
and you'll be rewarded with 1,500 gold and some juicy loot. Talking to John Wick, the new Simpsons style is epic, and Battle Pass owners just need to complete a few quests to unlock it. But some players have noticed something. He's missing a finger? You might think it's just because of the Simpsons styling, but it's actually a secret reference to this scene in the film John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Spider-Man is also back in Fortnite for the release of the new movie Brand New Day, with cosmetics and epic Spider-Man mythic web shooters. But did you know that there was a secret way to get them early? When the update dropped, mythic versions were dotted around the map, and some players were having the time of their life swinging around like Spidey. So you can only imagine the disappointment when they were vaulted just hours later. At least we got a heads up on where to find them when they finally come back for real. If you played much this season, you've probably been having a ton of fun gliding around in the Batmobile.
He's flying with the Batmobile. That's sick. Oh my gosh, he pulled that off.
But did you know there's a secret glitch to take it all the way to height limit? This player found out that if you disconnect your internet just as the wings pop, you'll go blasting off like a rocket.
And now at any height that you want to go to, all you got to do is reconnect. And now you could just fly around like high up in the air with the Batmobile.
But word of warning, you might want to think twice before doing it, because Fortnite takes these kind of exploits very seriously. So while doing it looks insanely fun, be careful, because you might get banned. Every season, we're pretty much guaranteed to get a bunch of new glitches, and Runners is no different. But this one is like nothing we've ever seen before. All you gotta do is wear the Levy skin, pick up a sprite, and it'll appear absolutely giant to your teammates. And because it only happens with this skin, the community have officially named the glitch Attack on Spriting. If you've been over to Wonkyland, you might recognize this rubber ring, but you might not know what happens if you take it out into the ocean. Turns out, the more you pickaxe it, the faster you go. And there's no limit to the insane speeds that you can get up to. Have you ever wanted to become a superhero in Fortnite? Well, now you can. All you gotta do is pop a shock rock, jump out of the water, and bingo. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's just the goofiest glitch of the season. If you're sick of players hounding on you for your rare sprites on Spawn Island, you're gonna wanna check this out. Because this player discovered a sneaky trick to extract sprites mid-air, giving them a goated idea for a super funny troll that lets you get revenge on sprite sweats. Next game, they dropped in with their rare sprite, and to no surprise, someone chased them off the bus. So after making sure they had their attention, they flew all the way to the edge of the map and did the trick to extract their sprite on the way down. So while the enemy thought they were about to steal a Galaxy Grim, they got absolutely nothing. But if you're fed up with people stealing your sprites, keep watching. Because it turns out there's a secret way to troll sweats, and it's hilarious. It all started with the bug invasion back in Chapter 6, Season 4. Players were tasked with helping tackle the infestation, and when the community finally reached the insane goal of eliminating a mind-boggling 1 billion bugs, Fortnite gave everyone who helped the Sprite plushie Blackwing as a reward. And by now, you might see where this is headed. With collectors always on the hunt for new rare sprites,
Let's go! Oh my gosh, Kareem, guys!
seeing this can send them into a frenzy.
The extra rare sprite I took into my game is the one that's on my back right now. Surprise! Shouty!
It's just a shame we didn't get to hear their reaction when they found out it's not a real sprite. If only we had proximity chat at BR like we used to have in Duluth.
What is happening?
But there's actually a way funnier troll with the new sprites. Remember Midas back in Chapter 2?
That's a sick T100 skin.
It was the first skin where everything you touch turns to gold. And this gave HJ Dugan a funny idea.
Okay guys, I've got an inventory full of sprites.
Luckily, his hunch was right, and the effect works on sprites too. So you can troll people into thinking you have a rare gold variant with hilarious consequences.
Nick A30, go away.
It's a rare sprite, guys. I've not unlocked that one
I'm
yet.
gonna let him get me. Thinks he's got gold.
At the start of the season, Fortnite added gold fishing spots.
Is that a gold aura sprite?
And if you're wondering what the craziest things you can pull are, this gamer Danny has got your back. He put it to the test by fishing 100 gold spots in a row, and what he found was absolutely bonkers. It turns out that while most of the time you'll just get legendary weapons and gold sprites, you could also get mythic weapons, special sprites,
That's a galaxy. I've just got the football sprite.
and even pull god chests.
What? I just pulled a blue chest from a fishing spot. That is crazy.
But while Fortnite secretly heavily reduced the spawn rate recently, they're still technically in the game. And if previous power hours are anything to go by, you're gonna want to keep your eye out for the next one because it's gonna be a fishing frenzy. If you played much recently, you might recognize this little guy.
Whoa, the air sprite increases sprinting speed and sprinting jump height.
That's not all it does. It also makes it so you don't take fall damage.
Yo, that's a great sprite. Guys, do you like this sprite? Let me know.
But it has an insane hidden secret that basically nobody knows about. You can actually use it to jump straight out of the battle bus to get an impossibly fast landing.
No!
You might have seen the Vinny Jr. sprite and its insane ability to slide through literally anything.
Whoa!
But did you know there's a secret way to make it ridiculously overpowered? Nick A30 discovered that if you combined it with the 7 boots, you can literally smash through entire buildings in one slide. Become a straight up demolition machine. There's an even crazier secret with the Vinny Jr. sprite, and that's the absolutely bonkers super speed glitch. All you gotta do is sprint to get the sprite's effect, use a shockwave or overdrive grenade, then slide, and you go absolutely zooming. And if you're wondering just how fast it is, you're in luck, because Nick set up the perfect test.
Go, I'll let you get a head start. Because you're not going to beat me.
Although the Batmobile got a head start, he still smoked it. So safe to say, it's super fast. But somehow, that's not the craziest part. While you're doing the glitch, as long as you don't bump into anything, there's no limit to how long you could do it. So you can zoom across the map to your heart's content.
And I can jump and then continue it.
When the last update dropped, news of Poyo Sprite spread fast, and players hunted all over, only to discover it was nowhere to be found. The mystery went deeper when someone who works at Fortnite said to just wait. Then, when Poyo posted this, players knew something awesome was about to happen. The next day, Poyo was live streaming with his new icon sprite, and for the first time in the entire Fortnite history, stream sniping was legal. And if you managed to take him down and extract the sprite, it was yours to keep. As soon as he loaded in on Spawn Island, it was clear things were about to get totally out of control. But Poyo had a feeling that this would happen, so he had hired a team of top tier pros to help protect him. And as they landed in, it was complete chaos right off the rip.
Well, they're on me already.
Dude, they're everywhere.
But somehow, Poyo and his team were absolutely dominating, picking up elims like crazy. Eventually though, the hordes were just too much to handle.
I'm dead.
Guys, we can't leave.
I'm dead. Up.
Honor.
And Poyo got knocked.
Oh, the second you die, they all
Yeah,
come
no,
in,
the
by the way.
second. I see this guy gets it.
Yeah,
No, they're
he's
killing
not
him, bro.
getting
They're killing him.
But even if you somehow did manage to be the lucky one who picked up the ultra rare Poyo sprite, making it alive was easier said than done.
Like, could you? Wow.
He just got sniped.
It's
No.
sniped.
One after another, players tried and failed to scoop it up and make an escape. In the end, it was so hectic, it was impossible to tell who the lucky player was who managed to extract it.
I wanted to see who extracts it, but like I think I lost them.
Now we have something completely bonkers. The item shop has had tons of weird and wonderful glitches over the years, but this one takes the cake. If you had a sidekick equipped and then went to try on a wrap and cycled models, this would happen. The glitch worked with any sidekick, and they were all pretty weird, but the most cursed one by far has to be Cuddle Team Jr. Did you know that there's a crazy glitch to get infinite god chests? You might have come across the lighthouse and discovered that when you turn it on, it'll light up a bunch of rare chests around the area. What you probably don't know is, if you break it instead of open it, it'll respawn every time the light shines on it. So you can do it over and over again and stack up an insane pile of loot. If you're struggling to master sprites, this next one's for you.
They make it hard to max out your sprites, don't they?
If you've played much of Runners, you'll be familiar with Quack Snacks, the new consumable that instantly boosts your sprites up a level. But you might not know it had a crazy hidden secret. This player found out that if you dropped them while you were consuming them at just the right time, their sprite still leveled up. So they basically had infinite Quack Snacks and could max level their sprites in no time. Needless to say, this was ridiculously broken. And as soon as Fortnite realized what was happening, they disabled the Quack Snacks while they figured out a fix. As soon as the update dropped, Typical Gamer discovered something awesome. Most players have gotten into the habit of ignoring these produce crates, but you might want to start checking them because Fortnite has secretly buffed them.
And as you can see, I got peppers, 3 of them, 1 mini, and ammo.
And that's not all TG found.
Oh my gosh, the golden apple.
Produce boxes also now have a low chance to drop a super rare new consumable.
Oh, my spleen.
And TG was wasting no time finding out what it does.
It gives you 50 HP and the low gravity effect.
If you've played much this season, you're probably already familiar with the new Chaos Exploder rifle.
Brother!
But did you know you could go fishing with it? It works instantly and gives you a crazy amount of fish per spot. So if you have one of these in your inventory and you need some heals, now you know what to do. As soon as the new Bunny O'Hare skin hit the shop, players went wild. While tons of players fell in love with the amazing design, some who looked a little closer noticed it had a new hidden feature nobody expected: jiggle physics. We've seen this before, all the way back in Chapter 1 with Calamity.
Oh my god, chat. Are you serious?
This was the first time Fortnite ever experimented with the idea. And while some players thought it was awesome, others said it was wildly inappropriate.
Fortnite, this is a kid's game. Do we really need the...
Fast forward to 2026, and it seems like Fortnite is all grown up because jiggle physics are back. And Bunny O'Hare actually isn't the only new skin with this feature. Neo Future Rocks also features the new physics, so it's looking like it might be a standard from here on out. And with skins like Kim K in the game, who knows how far Fortnite might take it.
Whoa!
Ever watch Peterbot and thought to yourself, I wish I could be just like him? Well, now you can. Kinda. This player was watching a tournament one day and spotted something super confusing. Turns out some sneaky trolls had found a secret glitch to change your name to literally anything, even names that already exist. So it's anybody's guess who is who. Could the real Peterbot please stand up? If you've been struggling to extract rare sprites this season, this one's for you. Friendly extraction sites. There's supposed to be a safe haven where players are free to extract their rare sprites in peace. But there's actually a secret way to eliminate people who are inside the bubbles. And that's because for some reason, slide kicking still works. So if you see someone sliding around like a maniac, heads up, they might be trying to kick you out of the safe zone and take your sprite. If you play much Fortnite, you'll know about the gold bars, the in-game currency that lets you buy all sorts. But what you might not know is that you can also get gold coins this season. They're super rare and nobody knows what they do yet, or even if they're actually meant to be in the game. Could they be meant for an upcoming new feature and Fortnite accidentally added them to the game early? But if you think that's crazy, check this out. In Chapter 3, Fortnite added Indiana Jones to the game with his very own POI. And Nick A30 couldn't wait to discover its hidden secrets.
What are these? There's like little, oh, turn. Oh.
It was a puzzle, and Nick was excited to see what he would get for solving it. Unfortunately, it was looking like he might be stuck. But then, he remembered something.
Oh, do you remember I saw a symbol over here?
He went back to take a look, and the symbols looked the same. So, pretty soon, he had it all figured out.
There it is. Boom.
We could have never been prepared for what he was about to find inside.
Oh! Okay. There's actually booby traps.
Nick was laughing now, but this was just the start. And there was something way crazier waiting for him at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, take? How much gold? I already have max gold. Oh my god. Oh my god. Should I not have taken that?
Nick had a bad feeling.
What do I do?
And for good reason. As he went to make his escape, he was met with a big surprise.
Oh!
But it gave him a crazy idea.
There's a treasure you can take, and then a boulder gets activated and falls down from the top, and it should eliminate and go through every single person.
Nick wasn't totally sure if his plan would work, but it would be epic if it did. And it was looking like it was time to find out.
Initiate the trap right now. He's taking it. There it is. Here comes the boulder.
The boulder's about to drop any second, and Nick had a feeling the wait would be worth it, and I think you're gonna agree with him when you see it.
Any second now. Here it is. It does go through everybody. It worked.
In Chapter 2, Season 3, Laserbeam found out about an insane glitch he couldn't wait to try.
Invincibility glitch.
It sounded awesome, but he knew he was playing with fire.
We aren't gonna win games with it, so don't ban me.
He wasn't gonna show us how it worked,
I should be invincible. I have 0 HP.
but it definitely did.
Aha! His bullet was powerless against me.
Nobody could damage him at all. It was ridiculous. But then,
Wait, what? It worked for a little bit.
it wasn't perfect, but Laser knew if he could finesse the glitch and get it to stick, it would be utterly insane. So he wasted no time in trying again. And this time, it worked perfectly. Enemy players couldn't damage him at all, and they were completely mind-boggled. But even though other players couldn't eliminate him, there was still one thing that could.
Oh, zone is so far away, bro. I gotta go.
Laser was stuck at 0 HP, so if the storm touched him for even just a second, it would be all over. So he rushed his zone, but being Laserbeam, he kept goofing around along the way, and somehow, eventually it started looking like he might accidentally win the game. But equally, at this point, it was looking like a one-way ticket to Bansville. But then, he found out the storm wasn't his only weakness.
Oh, look. Oh, what? I think I can get damaged in water. Oh, well, we had a good run.
But Laserbeam wasn't done yet. He knew there was a way to take this glitch to the next level.
I should be invisible and invincible. Also, I can shoot.
So he pretty much activated full-on God mode. And now there's only one thing for it. Some epic trolling.
Oh, this guy's medkitting. Wonder if I can just like whack him with my pickaxe and scare him a little bit. It's all right. He just used a medkit, so his health is fully back to normal.
That was hilarious, but he wasn't done yet.
He jumped. Okay, so he just dropped mats, and I picked them up. No mats for you, buddy. And he's like, where did they go? This guy has no idea that a vibrating gingerbread is standing right behind him at all times.
At first, he started shooting players' ramps out.
Oh, this is too much fun, man.
Completely mind-boggling them.
He's like, where is he?
But then, he came up with an even better idea.
I think since it's not going to cost them a victory royale, I might try and knock one of them.
So Laserbeam started taking shots, and pretty soon, he knocked one.
Like, how did he die? I want the chug jug. Ugh. Oh my god, they're like, how did Timmy die?
Then when it finally came down to the last two players, Laser saw the perfect chance for the funniest troll yet.
Would you like a chug jug? Oh, he picked up the chug jug. No, you're not allowed to drink the chug. No, no, no.
He was pickaxing them, but they couldn't see or hit him at all.
Now he's just spinning in circles shooting. No, no chug jug. No chug jug. No chug jug. Come here. No chug jug. Oh, I'm going to die to storm in a second. I've knocked another one.
And when it came to the final 1v1, so there was at least a chance for when I wouldn't ban him, there was only one thing left to do.
I'm going to give him the win. It's over now. All right, that was too much fun.
Back in Chapter 3, Tifu, Zemi, and Scope were playing a trio tournament when out of nowhere something insane happened.
Get in, Scope. We can just push up to this ridge and chill.
Yeah.
Yo, push that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's a cheater. It's gonna be a cheater.
No way, bro.
Tifu was annoyed, and rightfully so. A hacker had completely griefed their tournament. But what they were about to witness was absolutely unbelievable. This hacker had pretty much turned the DMR into a sniper minigun. They all reported them, but unfortunately, that wasn't the last time they would bump into them.
Team West trying to creep up on us right now. Close.
Okay, I'm
Like
coming
100 meters from me.
Even before they had fired a bullet, Tifu had a strange feeling something was up.
I'm coming
Could be
up.
a cheater, bro.
Did you see footsteps or what? Oh, it is.
Dude, it's so cringe, bro.
This hacker was stupidly overpowered, and there was nothing they could do. But luckily, this was the last time they ran into them, so it's safe to assume Fortnite had hit them with a ban. In Chapter 2, Season 7, Nick A30 had found a glitch with the UFOs that you won't believe.
Easy, beautiful.
If you put an item on top of a UFO without breaking it, it would stay stuck in the sky forever. Nick flew the squad up there, and it was looking good. But there was one problem.
How are you gonna jump out? How are you gonna jump out?
I got it.
He's a pro.
Wait.
I got it, he said.
I made it.
That That was insane. And luckily, it meant that Nick had one more chance.
Gosh, please. Okay, nice. Okay, we gotta get a kill now, guys.
And Elam would be icing on the cake. So they started taking shots. And it turned out railguns on this glitch skybase was super OP. And they started picking up a ton of Elam.
3, 2, 1. Got him, knocked him!
But eventually, Storm moved. And if they couldn't think of a way down, it would be all over. Luckily, Nick had an idea.
We can all jump for that ship right there and we can make it.
It seemed crazy, but having made a similar jump just moments ago, Nick was feeling full of confidence.
I'll get you guys, I promise. I'll come back. I'm dead.
In one of the first ever Fortnite tournaments, the Alchemist Pop-Up Cup, Scissors and Courage were absolutely dominating.
I just played this kid like a fiddle, homie.
They're fighting.
Let's fight these guys. Rush, rush, rush.
Yep. Got a shotgun now.
Oh my god!
Let's go, Jack.
But after going beast mode and picking up a couple more quick elims, Courage saw something terrifying on the other monitor.
There's a hacker in our lobby, apparently.
That's what people are saying in my chat, too.
And then they saw the elimination feed.
I hacked for fun. Yep, there you go.
Back then, hackers were super rare. And as they tried to prepare as best they could, it was so intense that they felt like they were in a literal movie.
My chat is spamming. He's coming.
Here he comes, chat.
It's been fun, Jack.
Yeah, I'm just watching these guys get lasered, bro. Yeah, they literally, if they peek their head, they're instantly hit.
With only 6 players remaining, the hacker had already ruined the tournament. But was there still a chance to get revenge?
See him way out there?
He's the guy with the high ground.
I can't tell. Oh, I knocked him! I knocked him! Go!
Let's
go!
Jack. They're going for the res. I'm just distracting with the deagle. Yep.
Courage hit an insane shot, but then...
No, they got him!
The hacker was back up and wreaking havoc on the remaining players. But it wasn't over yet.
Which one is he? Is he the one building right now?
No skip. We did it! We beat the hacker! We beat the hacker! Oh my god! Let's go!
Next up, we have CIA.gov, possibly the first ever hacker in Fortnite and easily the most powerful. They had the full-on aimbot, but that was only the tip of the iceberg. They can enable island edit like in creative and basically do anything they wanted. It was insane and nobody had ever seen anything like it. But they didn't just do it in regular games. They did it in big money tournaments too, absolutely terrorizing even the best pro players at the time.
Is this extra?
There was nothing anybody could do, and all the pro players at the time were down bad.
Wow, 18 kills. You popped off. Great job, man.
That is, until the hacker ran into Vivid. He was the hero Fortnite needed.
Oh, there's a hacker.
Yeah. That's actually incredible.
I fucking him!
Boogie bombing this ultra powerful hacker was insane, but Vivid wasn't done yet.
Wrecked!
Vivid had eliminated CIA.gov and thought it was all over, but he couldn't have been more wrong. Vivid started hitting the res on his teammate, but then the craziest thing happened.
What the
The hacker somehow respawned? Luckily, Vivid had one last boogie bomb and managed to kill the hacker again. But that was his last boogie bomb, and he knew the hacker would be back any second.
He's respawning!
So Vivid had to make a 200 IQ play. He knew the hacker needed the quad crasher to eliminate him, so he got on it and used it as bait.
I'll farm you all day, kid. God, my IQ is so high.
Even though Vivid rolled them, CIA.gov's hacks were absolutely stupid, so it wouldn't come to much of a surprise that Fortnite banned them. Back in Chapter 3, Cypher PK, Courage, Ninja, and Wildcat ran into the craziest hacker anyone had ever seen, flying all around the map, aimbotting everyone in sight. It started out just like any other game, but pretty soon Courage and the boys started dropping like flies.
I just died so fast.
Then Ninja and Wildcat got absolutely deleted too. Somehow Cypher made it out alive, got the cards, and hit the reboot. This was insane, but the hacker did not take kindly to Cypher's heroics and was back in a flash.
Oh, they're here. They're here. What? He's shooting me while he's... Oh, he's hacking, bro. That's actually crazy. He's hacking.
The hacker destroyed them all in seconds, and this was shocking enough. But then Cypher noticed something absolutely crazy.
Dude, we're his only kills. That's the crazy part. Like, he hacked just for us.
The hacker had stream sniped them just to meme and mess around for the stream. He started off singing to them while flying, but he took a ton of storm damage, and this is where he might have made a mistake.
No. No.
Oh my god!
the hacker almost eliminated themselves with a gas can. But they aren't done yet. Somehow this hacker was about to mess up even worse.
You can tell he's nervous. Well, he's going to storm. No.
And if that wasn't embarrassing enough, things were about to go from bad to worse for this cheater.
Hey, Courage, suspect apprehended. A player you've reported has had action taken against him for negative behavior.
Let's go!
In Chapter 5, Nick 830 found himself with a huge problem.
I can't get out. I can't get out. Bro, it's not letting me get out.
Little did he know, this would lead to him finding one of the most OP glitches of all time.
It's not letting me get out. I can't get out of this car. Oh my god. I gotta sink it, I think.
It was a good idea, but this is when it happened.
It's kind of annoying that Wait, what? I can't get out of it.
He was totally stuck.
Wait, what?
But little did he know, he wouldn't get stuck for long. And soon, Nick would discover one of the most broken glitches in Fortnite history.
Is there anything I can do here? Yo, what? Okay, there we go. Oh, well.
Nick couldn't move at all. But then, he spotted something insane.
I'm not taking any damage.
This was bonkers. Nick was totally mind blown.
Yeah, I'm invincible. I'm gonna win the game.
There wasn't much he could do, so he found a fun way to pass time, but he could have never guessed what was gonna happen next.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It disappears. And this guy is about to die probably in a few seconds.
But Nick could have never imagined who he was going up against.
Any second now.
At first, he thought they might just be doing something simple, like popping medkits or bandages.
Oh, he's probably healing. And here we go.
But as time went on, Nick started to get less sure he was going to get the free win.
And here we go. Wait, what is he doing? Wait, this is so weird. What?
That was crazy. And Nick couldn't wait to check the replays to find out what had happened.
He popped 1 medkit.
It turned out they had a crazy amount of medkits, but they were no match for Nick's insane glitch. Next up, we have Tfue. Back in Chapter 3, he was frying with the AUG, cooking up a 20 bomb, until he found this.
What the crash pads?
Crash pads had been in the game before, but now so were cars, and this gave Tfue an idea. He stacked a few up, hopped in the Lambo, and this is what happened. He'd gone absolutely flying across the entire map.
I'm at logjam.
This was insane, but it made him wonder, what would happen if he used more? Way more.
Oh my god. Bro.
And they had a plan to go somewhere few people in Fortnite history have ever gone before.
That's gotta be like 20, dude.
Tfue hopped in the car, and it was finally time to put their crazy plan into action.
Oh, okay. That definitely sends us there.
They were headed all the way back to Spawn Island.
Going over to Spawn Island, yo.
And even though things were getting a little bit out of control, it seemed like their plan was working. And they might actually make it.
Yo, we did it! We did it! Yo!
This was crazy, but they had one more idea. It would be super difficult, but if they could pull it off, it would be absolutely legendary.
He's behind this tree right here.
The plan was to get the last player to hop in the car and send them flying into Storm, but it would be easier said than done.
Here, come to me. Try to bring him to me. I'm gonna set it up here, okay?
But eventually, they got in the car.
He's in, he's in, he's in.
Then he stacked the crash pads, and they were away.
Yes, 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 yes.
No way!
It worked perfectly, and they got sent miles into Storm.
Yes!
He went so far!
When Fortnite first added Thanos all the way back in Chapter 1, players were hyped.
Let's go, baby!
And they couldn't believe how insanely overpowered he was. Players lucky enough to find the Infinity Gauntlet mid-game soon learned he was an absolute tank with a ridiculous 700 HP, 300 shield, and Siphon, meaning you would generate back to full shield after every elimination.
And you're dead, and I have my shield back.
It was stupidly broken, so Fortnite tried to balance things out by making Thanos unable to build, which made sense. But there was one big problem. It turned out there was a glitch, where sometimes when you picked up the Infinity Gauntlet, the animation didn't trigger, meaning not only would you be able to get all of Thanos' powers, but you you'd also be able to build.
What is going on?
It was absolutely crazy, and it turned him from overpowered to just straight up ridiculous.
I'm coming.
You had 700 HP, and because you could build, other players couldn't even land a shot on you while you were charging them down. And that's not all. If for some reason you got bored of Thanos' powers, you could still use your pickaxe, or even regular weapons like the Scar or an RPG. It was absolutely busted and basically gave you the guaranteed win. But unluckily for this player, there was still one thing that could take him down.
No, no, no.
The Storm. In Chapter 2, FNCS, two of the top teams with millions in combined earnings were contesting each other at Slurpee Swamp, and it was looking like a crazy off-spawn fight. Or at least that's what they wanted everyone to think. But when their plan worked a little too well, and they ended up getting first and second place on the leaderboard, people started to investigate.
All right, out and open. Hey, I see a player.
It turns out they were having fake fights at the same place every game, trading damage, healing up with the slurp mushrooms, and then going on their way. They would never knock an enemy player ever, because they weren't really enemies. They did it over and over every single game of the entire tournament. It was ridiculous.
All these players here, and they still engage right here at the same time every single game. 5 minutes, 30 seconds in, they're right here doing the same thing.
They were doing this to get free Storm Surge and save shields for the endgame, which gave them a huge advantage. So Epic handed them out a 60-day ban, the longest temporary ban in Fortnite history. In Chapter 5, IShowSpeed had a crazy idea.
I always wanted to do this.
He wanted to join in on Nick A30's customs, and it turned out it was his lucky day.
All right, I'll do one more for you if you want. I'll do one more.
So Nick set up a new game and speed hopped in, but nobody could have guessed what was about to happen.
Nick!
Is that him?
Things started out pretty normal.
Simon says using that item, you must kill one person and one person only. It shoots at another person, you will be eliminated.
How do I, what?
But Speed doesn't play a ton of Fortnite, so he was kind of confused.
Simon says you gotta pick it up, bro! Pick it up, pick it up!
No, sorry.
Simon says come here.
No, sorry.
Simon says A-team, shotguns out.
Unfortunately, it was looking like it might be wraps for Speed.
Simon says you want another chance?
Yes.
Simon says go line back up. Simon says go line back up.
Luckily, Nick decided to give him a second chance, but that might have been a big mistake.
Simon says you must save yourself using your crash pads. We're starting from left, and we're going all the way to right.
No.
Nick started side kicking people off, and they were saving themselves no problem. But then it came time for Speed's turn.
You're next.
And he picked the wrong time to check his phone.
What the?
Speed was super angry. He felt like he got totally scammed and decided that next game he would get his revenge.
Simon says you're not allowed to shoot back. Oh, yo!
But with actions come consequences.
Mods, ban him. Make sure he never joins my customs ever again.
That'll teach him to mess with the king. Next up, we have a duo that cheated in a $10 million tournament. Nahil and Funk Bomb were doing great in the summer skirmish, right up until Funk Bomb said this.
Straight to your west.
Yeah, he's
Like southwest, he's 30 health. I feel like this is cheating, but...
As it was an in-person tournament, Funk Bomb could see other people's screens and was relaying information to Nate Hill. This was pretty stupid, and it won't come to much of a surprise that Fortnite didn't take kindly to this, and not long after, Nate received some bad news and read it live on stream.
As the teammate and beneficiary, I'll be suspended.
Even though he had done nothing wrong himself, as he had benefited from his teammates' callouts, he had to be punished. And as for Funk Bomb,
Funk is kicked out of Dusty Dogs, effective immediately. Will not be eligible for club prizing.
he was immediately kicked from the team and banned from the tournament. In Chapter 7, pro player Crackley had a crazy idea, so he changed his name and got to work. He was pretending to be an aimbot hacker to troll people and reload, and at first it was going perfectly. He was locked in, absolutely beaming everyone in sight, and nobody stood a chance. He was popping off so hard that even if you're in on the joke, it still kind of looked like he was really aimbotting. And pretty soon he started picking up W after W. But this might be where he crossed the line. He had another pro player join his team with a suspicious looking name too. And maybe at this point, things started to look a little too convincing. With two pros on the same team, they were literally unstoppable. And this is probably where the reports started really flying in, because at the start of the next game, this happened.
I just got kicked out of the game.
And when he got back to the lobby,
oh my god, bro. I got banned.
Just goes to show, when it comes to cheaters in Chapter 7, Fortnite aren't taking any chances. Loserfruit was playing with some friends when she heard about an insane new glitch and couldn't wait to try it out. It turned out if you did the new shoulder ride emote and then interacted with a llama at just the right time, something crazy would happen. But could they do it again and get even tinier?
It works.
You could. So naturally, they wanted to test the limits.
No, you do it.
But this is where it started to get crazy. The glitch didn't just make you smaller, you could get bigger too.
Oh my god. More.
And if you spammed it, things got totally out of control.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, this is the most intimidating thing ever.
So now that they'd become a literal giant, Loserfruit wanted to see just how tiny she could get.
Don't say me,
Oh,
bro.
I'm tiny.
But if you thought this was small, just wait till she does it again.
Go again,
I'm
go
gonna
again.
end.
Go again. Oh my god. Oh, this is not well.
Now she was so microscopic, the game was starting to break. And even sidekicks looked massive.
Oh my god, you're so... Oh my god, my cat just stood on you. I'm so sorry.
But here's where they made a huge mistake.
Make me bigger.
Loserfruit was so tiny and they were already so massive, it was impossible to line it up. But when they finally did,
It's so buggy. I don't know where I am.
they were completely stuck. But they had an idea.
Maybe you see the ramp that my foot's on?
Yeah.
Okay.
You break that ramp?
Loserfruit headed straight down, but she could have never imagined what was about to happen.
Oh.
She'd accidentally pickaxed their invisible hitbox, instantly eliminating them. Who knew giants were so fragile? In Season 4, the awesome new superhero-themed Battle Pass dropped, and one of the skins had an insane hidden secret. If you're wearing the Zoe skin, as long as you didn't get too close to other players, you would become completely invisible, and they wouldn't be able to see you at all. This was so broken that Fortnite had to actually disable the skin entirely while they fixed the issue. When the legendary pump shotgun dropped all the way back in Chapter 1, it had 110693 on the side, and players quickly realized it was the release date of Jurassic Park. A nice tip of the hat given to the resemblance of the shotgun to the one in the film. You might have also spotted that just before the number is Smart Young Lady, a reference to the classic line from the film, Clever Girl. But that's not the only time Fortnite's referenced it. If you wore a dinosaur skin like Rex or Triceratops in Stealthy Stronghold and you got an elimination, you get a secret legacy called Clever Girl 2. Mistakes can be easily made, and next up we have a big one. And the 4.2 Fortnite update added in the Storm Tracker, allowing lucky players to see the next two storm circles. Needless to say, this was pretty OP, and was replaced by the jetpack in under 30 minutes.
No, wait. Oh, I have the storm tracker. That isn't in the patch notes.
So sadly, only a lucky few players got to try the item out, and most people missed out entirely. But Fortnite didn't mention the ability would actually come back in the form of forecast towers several years later. Next up, we have Cypher PK, Nick Mercs, and Nate Hill with something completely impossible. They bumped into a hacker, but you won't believe how it ended.
Oh, he's a hacker.
The hacker had deleted Nick Mercs and Nate Hill in the blink of an eye. But Cypher wasn't going down without a fight. He had a plan.
Okay, I got this, guys.
What are you doing, BK?
Cypher used a lightsaber so he couldn't get shot.
I'm gonna go res you guys, all right?
Then he hopped in the boat and made a dash for the reboot. And he had an idea who the hacker might be.
Jarvis is back, bro.
Things were going to plan so far, but while he could run, he couldn't hide from this aimbot hacker.
Yo, you get...
Oh, shot! Oh! He's under the map, bro.
So Cypher, Nick, and Nate all reported the cheater, but they could have never predicted what was about to happen when they went to spectate.
Dude, I don't... His hacks aren't working that well or something. I don't know. Wait, did he kill these guys? He just got banned!
We got him banned.
Oh, we just rocked him, bro.
It only took 9 seconds from Cypher submitting the report to the cheater actually getting banned. That has to be world record for the fastest ban in Fortnite history. In Season 9, Symphony discovered an insane glitch and couldn't wait to show Dakotas. If you wore the Waypoint skin, you could go completely invisible. Well, except for your head.
What? Your back blink's like all the way in the floor.
It was hilarious. And while it didn't work out for Symphony,
I'm dead.
Dakotas had much better luck, even managing to pickaxe the last player for the win. But while it made for some great clips, Fortnite quickly realized the issue and disabled the skin, leaving Waypoint fans feeling totally ripped off that they couldn't use their favorite skin anymore. Believe it or not, this wasn't the only time Fortnite's messed up with invisibility glitches. In Chapter 3 Season 1, if you wore one of the Slurp Legend skins and then used the Shadow Bomb, when the effect wore off, you became a floating head. And it stayed like this for the rest of the game. But somehow, the Neymar Jr. skin took this to a whole new level. On release, if you wore the skin and used the built-in shh emote, you could go almost completely invisible. I guess Fortnite meant to give that power to the John Cena skin instead.
He can't see me.
When shopping carts were first added, all the way back in Chapter 1, they were an instant hit. And it was easy to see why. In a time before roly-polies, ballers, or even the humble shockwave grenade, any kind of mobility got players hyped. And the shopping cart was no exception. It was the perfect mix of useful and totally meme-worthy.
It's not down!
We didn't die. Lupo, we didn't die.
Pretty soon, players were launching themselves off the biggest hills, hitting wild speeds and insane jumps.
Turbo build! Turbo build!
But then, one player found a glitch that took things to a whole other dimension. At first, it just looked kind of funny. Their character was floating midair, holding onto the cart, flying around like Superman. But then, it started tipping over in slow motion. And then, they got pretty much sucked into a vortex, and it was like nothing anyone had ever seen before. They kept going higher and higher and higher until eventually, they were miles above the map. And then this happened.
I'm gonna click X and see what happens. Oh my god, I'm doing like... I can't get off, dude. Wait, what?
They teleported back down like nothing ever happened. As soon as the Overwatch collab dropped, Courage jumped in to check it out and was having a blast. But he could never have imagined just how wild things were about to get.
But you know what? That's made... The f was that? That's made me the man that I... What is happening? Is he...
It was like nothing he'd ever seen before, and Courage had no idea what to do. This player was using a crazy exploit that let them literally fly. And by combining it with the Foundation's Rift Rifle, they were turning opponents into sitting ducks.
Do I report this?
Courage wasn't totally sure if it counted as cheating, but it wasn't long before he got an answer.
All right, I got told by an Epic developer to report it.
So needless to say, he followed their advice, but after sending the report, Courage still wasn't satisfied, and he knew what had to be done.
Yo, should I add this guy and we confront him after this chat? Yes or no?
Basically, everyone was all in and hyped already, but for anyone still on the fence, this glitch abuser was about to make the decision a lot easier.
He's aura farming! Kill him!
They were being super toxic, and now everyone was desperate to see them get what they deserved.
Please! Oh my god!
But that would be easier said than done.
Oh my god!
Every time they got low, they could just fly up into the sky and heal with the new Cadicus staff. They did it over and over whenever they took damage, and it was looking like the glitch was just too overpowered until this happened.
You can't heal anymore.
Their staff had finally run out of juice, and now anything was possible.
Please, other guy, please. Please, other guy, please. Please, other guy, please. Please. Your answer's getting in a car! That's your big play! Oh!
Unfortunately, the exploiter picked up the W, but Courage wasn't done yet.
We gotta try to add that guy.
So pretty soon, he had them in his lobby, and he was not holding back.
You're absolute dog! You can't even aim straight! You just had to cheat to kill me! I hope you get banned for 10 years! I'm sending Epic Games on your... They already saw the clip! It's already in the Discord! You are about to get slammed! You hear me, you little... Cheating against me, shoot me in the sky! You're dog!
And Courage wasn't joking, because not long after, they got hit with a ban. When Fortnite added the Tesla Cybertruck, most people expected it to cost a fortune. So when the summer road trip quest dropped, letting players unlock it for completely free, everyone rushed to complete them.
Let's go!
Before long, every lobby was packed with Cybertrucks, and that's when the problem started.
What the heck? Fortnite!
right.
Typical Gamer found it the hard way.
I can't use the fists. They're broken.
Something about the Cybertruck was completely bugging the game.
I think the Tesla Cybertruck glitches the fists. Tesla Cybertruck is pay to lose.
And if you found out at the wrong time, it could even scam you out of the win.
What?
From the good to the bad, locations in Fortnite come in all shapes and sizes. Everyone's got their favorite, but one thing most players could agree on, that Coral Castle was definitely one of the worst. It had basically no loot.
Did she get a gun? Did she get a gun?
And there was even a bug that could randomly eliminate you.
What? What? How does Epic stuff up that bad?
It wasn't just players who had a problem with the location. It turns out there's a real historical site in Florida called Coral Castle as well. And the name was trademarked. So when the owners found out Fortnite had used it as a POI, they freaked out and sued Epic Games for stealing the name. Eventually, it got settled. And that was that. But it just goes to show that sometimes virtual worlds can run into some very real world problems. On the first day of Chapter 6, Nick A30 and the boys discovered something completely game-breaking.
Oh, wait, you can do that. That does work.
Nick wasn't too impressed just yet, but he could have never guessed what was about to happen at the top of this hill.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's crazy.
They were flying, but this was just the beginning. Depending on how Sancho hit the car, they could even change the direction instantly mid-air. But when they tried it again next game, something absolutely bonkers happened.
We can even start right here and we just go towards that direction.
I'm gonna go like right here and yeah.
Nice. Nice. Right towards them. Right towards them.
Yes.
Where are they at?
Right here.
Turn to the left. Yeah, to the left,
I'm gonna try to hit one.
Oh, I hit one.
Nick got sucked off by the island, but Courage, Zemi, and Sancho descended on the enemy like ravenous vultures. They stood absolutely zero chance, getting completely obliterated in seconds.
Y'all just destroyed them.
In Chapter 5, Season 4, Fortnite had added a ton of mobility items, and Typical Gamer made an astonishing discovery with them.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the jetpack to go up.
He found that if you combine Shuri's Black Panther claws with the jetpack and Iron Man's flight kit, you can fly up unbelievably high.
Oh my goodness! What the flip?
But believe it or not, TG's only just getting started, and he had a crazy idea of what to do next.
I'm gonna hit somebody with the longest thunder pump of all time. That's what's gonna happen.
He had to wait until it was the last player, so he just kept on climbing. Until eventually it was a 1v1, and it was finally time to try and hit the thunder pump from space.
Okay, I think I'm high enough. I think I gotta drop down. I'm going for it. All systems are a go. I'm dropping! The ultimate thunder pump. I don't know if I'm actually gonna reach the ground in time.
If TG couldn't land before storm closes, it would be all for nothing. But luckily, he started picking up speed, and it was looking like it might actually be possible.
I'm coming, Bob! Hello!
Somehow, as TG was falling, the last player must have heard him. He managed to get the thunder pump off, but it didn't eliminate them, and they weren't going down without a fight. But with some determination, eventually TG picked up the W.
Let's go! We did it!
In Chapter 1, Basically I Do Work and Wildcat heard something absolutely insane.
Throw it immediately, but don't pop the stone until you're like right about to explode, you know what I mean?
And they couldn't wait to put it to the test.
Oh my god!
It turned out there was a glitch where if you knocked yourself as you picked up the Shadow Stone and then got revived, something unbelievable would happen.
I am completely invisible, bro.
My turn.
The timing was pretty tricky, but if Wildcat could pull it off too, this was about to be the funniest Fortnite game ever.
Yes!
They did it!
Tyler, you're literally just a floating gun when you have a gun out. It's amazing. This is the best ever.
But things were only going to get funnier from here. They were stacked on loot.
I found a scar.
They could build. And they finally found some players to troll.
I shot somebody. I shot him in the butt.
They were completely invisible. All enemies could see was dust kicking up as they ran. They had no idea what was happening.
I took a shotgun. He's freaking out. This is a random glider. I'm done. Let's get out of here.
But now it was time to take the trolling to a whole other level. They were literally ghost riding.
Ghost ride the whip.
But then something mind-boggling happened.
Wait, I see you. Wait, what? I got with you!
DJ Yonder was freaking out. He knew players were nearby, but he couldn't see where, and was in a total panic.
He's shooting at the card. There's no one in it.
We gotta go.
Sadly, eventually the ATK broke.
I broke it.
He shot him.
Go.
But then, I Do Work had the funniest idea yet. He pulled out the tomato emote, and it was super funny. No matter what the enemies did, all they could see were tomatoes flying in from nowhere. They couldn't hit a shot. So IDWork and Wildcat were free to troll as much as they wanted. They somehow found DJ Yonder again, and apparently he did not like popcorn.
Ah, Tyler!
Everything was going perfectly until...
Oh my God!
Little Red Riding Hood rocked him with the double barrel. But since they were invisible, she couldn't finish the knock. And Wildcat was free to get the revive. But that wasn't the last they'd see of her. She was an absolute menace.
Ah, Tyler!
Bro, she's a monster!
She's dancing on my body.
Luckily, the boys got the res again and kept the trolling alive. But then they found something awesome.
I got a chug jug.
Which gave him a goated idea.
I'm gonna bait it. I'm gonna bait it.
If this worked, it would be hilarious.
Come for it. Ready?
Yeah. No.
They were super confused and had no idea what was going on.
Oh my God, Marcel! What? He's pickaxing! Get me killed.
Eventually, though, all good things must come to an end. And so they didn't get banned for cheating. They let the last players take the win.
Yeah, nice job.
Woo! When Juice WRLD hit the item shop, fans were pumped.
Yo, this is sick.
No way! Juice WRLD is in the item shop!
But did you know Fortnite pulled a sneaky scam with the bundle? In the Fortnite web shop, the World Takeover bundle looked like it included the Lucid Dreams emo. But players who bought it actually got the Lucid Dreams jam track instead. Turns out the Lucid Dreams emote wasn't even in the game yet. So players were scammed out of an emote that didn't even exist? In Chapter 5, Season 3, McCreamy had gotten wind about the craziest glitch, and he couldn't wait to try it out.
Got a bottle already? Nice, I got one as well.
Luckily, it didn't take him long to find what he needed. So McCreamy built up, and now it's time to put this glitch to the test.
Okay, now let's just hope that this works.
This was it, the moment of truth.
Oh, I'm pretty big! I'm pretty big!
It worked perfectly. This was insane.
I am a literal giant right now.
And it turned out it was not only hilarious, it was actually super overpowered.
It's Peter!
Bro, I'm stuck with you.
Oh my God!
He glitched everyone around him, and nobody could see anything through his giant body, so nobody stood a chance.
That is crazy. We did it!
With the release of Chapter 2, Season 5, Fortnite announced a new feature, sand tunneling. But they didn't tell anyone about how glitchy it would be, and players quickly found a new way to use it to go completely invisible. Although it could be used for some really funny trolls.
Wait, where'd it go?
That was spooky, wasn't it?
Yo, the gun's back. Oh my God, look at that.
It also totally broke the game, letting you get free wins.
Yeah!
So Fortnite disabled the feature entirely. Eventually, Fortnite announced that it was fixed and re-released back into the game, only for players to quickly find out it was actually still broken. Back in Chapter 2, Cypher PK was playing random squads, or so he thought.
Hey guys, what are we in the same game?
Do you understand Spanish?
Somehow, there was an extra player on his team. Cypher had queued up to troll random squads with an insane glitch. So this took him by surprise, but he knew what had to be done.
Anyone have Shockwave? I want to show you a cool trick.
And fortunately, it didn't take long for him to find some.
Get in the car.
What is your name?
My name is Cypher.
But getting a squad to cooperate was going to be easier said than done.
Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. In the car. I want to show you a trick. You need to be in el carro.
It wasn't easy, but eventually they got the message. And finally it was time to show off the crazy glitch. It was pretty simple to do, but very effective. And they couldn't believe it.
What?
I know, right?
It had sent them flying, but Cypher wasn't satisfied yet. And he thought maybe he could do even better.
We can do it again. We can do it again.
So he lined it up and then let it rip.
We are the champions.
But that's not the only time a glitch has sent someone flying. Next up, we have Nick Murph.
Knock, knock, knock.
He was playing a tournament with Nick A30 and Clicks, but he could have never have imagined what was about to happen. He was slaying out, picking up a ton of elims, until...
Ami.
He got snuck up on and was devastated, but little did he know, it had actually got him a front row seat to one of the most insane things to ever happen in Fortnite history.
Play left.
There's one to your left. Only one.
Wait,
Look
what?
at this, Clicks.
Just happened.
Just relax. Everything's okay, okay? Guys, everything's...
Clix's shockwave had glitched him and sent him pretty much into orbit. And when Nick A30 started spectating, he couldn't believe it.
Wait, how did you do that?
We love Fortnite.
Clix had an idea on how he could save himself from the fall damage.
No way! No way!
But unfortunately, the shockwave just didn't go off in time.
Okay, I've located Bill himself.
At the start of Chapter 7, Allier had heard about a totally game-breaking glitch and he couldn't wait to try it out. It seemed simple enough. First, he had to take down the mini-boss and become Human Bill.
Boom! We are him.
Then head on down to the heart of Inulup Labs.
We're going to be heading like under the POI here, where you'll find these tubes that you can literally teleport in.
But this is where things get crazy. Just before he had teleport, he used the mythic boss ability.
I think this is what messes it up.
And now, because he had 2 NPCs, when he teleported, the game got super confused and this happened.
Oh my goodness! What?
He teleported under the entire map, but he wasn't done yet.
Quick!
Ali had made it under the map, but now he wanted to soar miles above it, and he knew of a secret glitch to make it happen.
Got a storm against me here.
But he couldn't afford to make any mistakes.
We've got one attempt at this.
So this was it, the moment of truth.
Oh my goodness!
It worked even better than he could have imagined, and it totally blew Allier's mind.
I don't even know where I am. Chapter 8?
Street Fighter fans were hyped when in Chapter 2 Season 5, skins from the game hit the item shop, but the Flash Kick emote had a hidden detail a lot of players missed. When used with a Guile skin, he actually takes the comb out of his back pocket when you do the emote. When Remix released, players wondered if Meowtis would have the golden touch just like Midas, and it turns out, sort of. With Midas, the effect was instant, but with Meowtis, the weapons get more and more gold with each elimination. It's a cool effect, and some may think it's because he's only half Midas. Speaking of Meowtis, did you know he actually has paw prints on the sole of his shoes? You gotta love the little details like that. In Chapter 1 Season 4, Laserbeam noticed something, and it gave him a crazy idea.
Basically, if you build a ramp and anyone's body parts are inside that ramp when it's built, you can walk through it. Yeah, I was saying that and I was like, let's exploit it.
So we hopped into a game and got to work.
We've got to get a trap, but we've also got to get something real shiny. Something that even the best player in the game is going to go, oh, I want that.
Not only did he need a trap, he needed bait too. Luckily for Laserbeam, it didn't take him long to find the bait.
This could work. Oh, yes, a scar.
Or the trap.
We got the trap we need.
So now, it's finally time to see what Laserbeam was cooking up. Laserbeam started by building a box and putting traps inside, and then placing a roof with the bait on top. Now his trap was almost ready. He just had to pull off the glitch to make sure the floor was invisible.
Then we crouch here, like this, and now you should be able, yeah, there we go. Now they should just fall through it if anyone comes up here.
And wait for an unsuspecting victim to come his way. Sadly, Laserbeam waited for ages and started thinking nobody would ever show up. But then, somebody finally came his way, and it was time to see if this wild plan would actually work.
Got it!
That was insane. They had no idea.
That was gorgeous.
While spike traps were pretty epic, Laserbeam had an even better idea.
We build something like off the edge of the dusty divot and make them fall into their death.
So he set up another elaborate trap and got ready for the craziest prank in Fortnite history. He waited and waited and waited. But finally, a default was heading his way. But there was no way they'd fall for it, right? They did. Hook, line, and sinker.
That was just too perfect.
At the start of Chapter 7, Courage was getting games in with Shroud and the Burnt Peanut. Little did they know, they were about to discover the most broken glitch of all time. They got off to a great start, slaying out, picking up elims left and right, until Shroud went down, quickly followed by the Burnt Peanut.
Ka-dinga, kablam, kabloozy, kabloozy. What?
Luckily, Courage was locked in, determined to clutch up for the squad.
Oh, Fortnite?
But when it came down to the last team, something utterly insane happened.
I hit this guy? Wait, what?
Huh? Dude, his Fortnite skills is better than yours.
Be exploiting. I'm not even kidding.
It turned out one of the last players had done a bonkers glitch that made them completely invincible. Courage couldn't damage them at all, and they were all totally amazed by what they were seeing.
Fortnite!
Has that happened in other seasons before? No, I've never seen anything like that.
But as crazy as it was to spot this never-seen-before glitch in the wild, it put Courage in a tough spot.
If he's better at Fortnite than you can just say it.
He is right now. He's much better.
He wasn't backing down without a fight, but if he didn't think of something soon, it would be all over.
He's literally immune to damage. That's crazy.
But then Shroud thought of something 200 IQ.
You think he's immune to the zone too?
I mean, possibly.
It was a genius idea, but unfortunately, I guess we'll never know. In Season 3, Fortnite added the guided missile. A weapon so broken and chaotic, it was an instant hit.
I did it! Yes! This thing is so lit!
Launching.
Most players used it to troll enemies from a distance.
Shooting him still. Take him down, Tyler.
You might
Take
want to
him
build
down.
a flat wall.
Shoot him, Tyler.
But a few realized it opened up some completely new possibilities. It didn't take long for people to figure out how to self-rocket ride, which already looked insane and instantly blew everyone's minds. But then, somehow, this player pushed it even further. They discovered a glitch that you fire as many guided missiles as you wanted. And if you timed it right, you could jump from one missile to the next, effectively letting you fly around the map forever. If you play build mode, you might be familiar with the fact that you can't see through edits. But that actually wasn't always the case, and back in the early days of Chapter 1, Avery had cooked up a 200 IQ strat.
You're actually allowed to see through these walls clear as day.
He realized that you could hide completely behind cover, where enemies couldn't see you at all, even inside a fully built 1x1. And he used this trick to have 100% visibility, giving you an insane advantage. It didn't take long for Fortnite to realize this was pretty busted, and secretly change it to how it is today. You might not have noticed, but when you fire a flare gun in Fortnite, the flare actually says fire at 45 degrees on it, just like in real life. If you saw this short posted by Fortnite in 2019, you probably didn't notice that there was actually a number on the box containing the flare gun, and it turned out that 1106 was actually code for the 11th of June, the eventual release of Chapter 2 Season 3. Compared to the OG days, the Chapter 5 map was pretty big, so players were always looking for new ways to get around. And when the Cybertruck was released, Fortnite added a hidden secret that you wouldn't believe. If you stood on a particular spot on the roof, used Fizz, and then hit the nitro ring, you could go warp speed. If you played near the end of Chapter 2, you probably remember the Cube Queen, but you might have missed this tiny detail. If you look really closely, instead of circles, her pupils are actually cube-shaped. For Chapter 2 Season 7, Fortnite went all out with an epic alien theme. There were railguns, plasma cannons,
Whoa!
and even flyable UFOs that let you pick up all kinds of stuff, from other players to cars to shipping crates. But there's one thing that topped it all. Near the start of each game, there were alien abductions happening at certain spots on the map. And if you got abducted, you got taken up to the mothership to play a crazy minigame where you could score a ton of awesome loot.
There's loot everywhere!
But this is where Lachlan found a crazy glitch you won't believe. He didn't want to get banned, so he didn't reveal exactly how to do it, but he was somehow knocked on the mothership, and it looked like he was full on hacking. But this was just the start. Eventually, the minigame ended, and he got sent back down to the island.
Bro, I'm legit hacking. Look at everything around me. I got the box. We didn't mean to do this. This just happened.
Now, all he had to do was get eliminated and rebooted, and he finally activated the mega glitch.
Oh, I got the jetpack.
He had the alien jetpack for the minigame on the Battle Royale island. This was supposed to be totally impossible, but Lachlan was only just getting started. He hit his screen once again, and when he came back, he had the alien gun launcher in his inventory. This was ridiculous, and there's only one thing for it. He started trolling everyone in sight, and even though it did no damage, that wasn't stopping Lachlan from trying to get an elimination with it.
I was trying to get into a bill fight with him. Get into a bill fight.
Yeah, you're lucky. Perfect.
Yeah. There we go. Yes. Yes.
Wow. But he wasn't done yet, and somehow he managed to pick up the victory royale. In Chapter 7's first big tournament, Typical Gamer was absolutely slaying out. He even picked up a W right at the gate. But sadly, just a few games later, his luck took a turn for the worse.
Just got shot. I'm fried. I'm fried. Probably cheating, man. 100% cheating.
TG had been aimbotted by a crazy hacker, but believe it or not, that was just the start.
They're jumping on you. Yeah, let's report it, dude.
It was clear the cheaters were running wild, and TG was not about to let that slide.
All I'm gonna say is I have a feeling when we come back to the lobby, we're gonna get a ban message.
So they played out the next game, and as they returned to the lobby, TG saw something amazing.
They got banned, by the way.
They got banned.
But then, as they hopped into a regular match after the tournament, something ridiculous happened.
Cheating, rage hacking.
It was more hackers, and TG wanted revenge.
I got a kill. Let's report this kid.
So TJ wasted no time firing off the report. And by the time he got back with his lunch, he saw exactly what he wanted to see.
Oh, wow.
Just goes to show, if you're an aimbot hacker, you do not want to mess with a big TG. In Chapter 1 Season 3, this player found one of the most broken glitches anyone had ever seen. Back then, building was still new to a lot of players.
3, 2, 1, and surprise!
So being able to throw up a massive pre-built base was utterly insane. But here's the wild part. Did you know that there was actually a glitch that gave you infinite portaforts? No joke. Players discovered that if you threw a portafort and swapped items at the same time, the game would completely bug out. The portafort spawned, but one also dropped on the floor too, meaning you could just pick it straight back up and keep doing it over and over and over again. Didn't matter if you had 0 mats, didn't matter if you couldn't build to save your life. You basically became a one-man skyscraper factory. Players were spamming entire cities worth of metal towers and turning fights into absolute chaos. So understandably, it got patched pretty quickly. But for a short window of time, infinite portaforts was a real thing, and Fortnite was never the same again. In Chapter 1, this player discovered a ridiculous glitch and couldn't wait to show his friend. It turned out if you built a ramp in a specific spot, positioned yourself just right, got knocked, and then revived again, this would happen. On your own screen, everything looked normal, but to the rest of the lobby, you were just floating around completely upside down.
Okay, so your feet are just straight out.
It didn't give you any advantage, it didn't help you win, it was just one of those early Fortnite glitches that made absolutely no sense, and that's what made it so special. In Chapter 5, Season 3, something unbelievable happened. PC and Switch players were getting instantly kicked from the game just for entering the desert? Some players didn't even make a glide in for the battle bus before getting booted. And needless to say, players were not happy. Next up, we have Cypher PK.
I got the stone fit right here.
Cypher's plan was to pretend to be a Greek statue and catch someone off guard. So he got in his position, and it didn't take long for his first unsuspecting victim to come along.
Little broski, you know I gotta get it.
Fortnite banned skins for being too camouflaged, so it wouldn't be surprising if this skin got banned too. At this Greek god themed POI, it worked perfectly, so Cypher decided to try it one more time.
That's him. That's a sweat skin too.
And I don't think it'll come to much of a surprise that it worked perfectly again. After the absolute insanity of the Infinity Blade,
he's a god!
Fortnite admitted they had messed up, making it so overpowered, and they would be more careful in the future. But unfortunately, when Season X rolled around, it looked like they had changed their minds with the release of the mech. They were possibly even more overpowered than the Infinity Blade, and some players even found a glitch to make them totally invisible.
What? It's invisible! The mecha is invisible for me!
As if they weren't already overpowered enough! In Chapter 2, Season 6, players spotted an awesome new progressive skin in the Battle Pass, Agent Jones. He had a bunch of edit styles for different moments in time.
Oh, they're from each of the bounty hunters. That is so cool.
But not many people spotted this tiny detail. In the Jump 23 style, Jonesy has a classic armband. But in the next style, he's removed it, and you can actually see the mark where the armband was. Gotta love that attention to detail. In Chapter 1, Lachlan heard about a crazy glitch and couldn't wait to try it.
He ran into a bush and he got put to max height limit. So I want to see if I can do this. Right here, there was a ramp and he just like ran into it.
Unfortunately, it wasn't easy to pull off, but Lachlan wasn't giving up that easy. He tried again, and again.
I saw it there for a second.
And again, and eventually.
Oh!
It kinda worked, and most players would have called it there, but Lachlan knew this glitch had way more potential.
It's possible. It's a thing. We're going to space.
The glitch spot was right in the middle of Retail Row, so before he could even try it, he had to clear the whole POI. It didn't take long though, and soon he was ready to blast off. But unfortunately, it still wasn't what Lachlan was hoping for.
We got it again at like the same height. I'm gonna switch it up and put some ping on this.
It sounded like a good idea, and turns out it was.
I did it!
He got super high.
Oh my god!
But after seeing someone basically go to the moon, Lachlan was determined to go even higher.
We can go higher. The video that I saw on Reddit, way higher. It took him 2 minutes to hit the floor.
So he changed it up with a new spot, and then...
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! I actually got it! I got it!
Lachlan finally teleported into space. It was insane.
I actually did it.
Ever been doom scrolling and a clip just slaps you across the face? Well, that's exactly what happened to K-Dog here.
I didn't even know that it was possible to cheat on console.
At first, everything looked pretty normal, but after the duel got wiped, he saw something never seen before.
And what am I even looking at right now?
It looked like some crazy new type of hack, but when he checked the replay, it was even more insane than he could have ever imagined.
How many people has he just killed right now? There's already 4, there is 5. How is this guy not instantly banned?
It was a good question, but because bans aren't instant, for now, the hacker was free to keep terrorizing lobby and nobody can stop them.
Oh my gosh, they're just instantly deleted.
And the worst part, the players they were tormenting weren't even pros.
Like, look at these guys in the bush, playing the console zero build cup with his friend probably for some fun, and your tournament's over.
For a lot of them, it could have been their very first tournament. And sadly, because of this cheater, it might end up being their last. But here's the craziest part. As the circle closed in, the hacker decided the time had come.
And everybody is just evaporating. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, apparently even on console, you could run into hackers so powerful they could completely ruin an entire tournament.
He just dropped a 40 kill win in a matter of seconds.
In Chapter 3, Fortnite added mantling to the game, a brand new feature with crazy possibilities. But it wasn't long before players started noticing a crazy glitch with it. Every so often, completely at random, it would bug out and launch players flying across the map at insane speeds.
Fortnite! Please fix the mantling bug!
Needless to say, it sucked to be on the receiving end of it. But if it happened to someone you were fighting, it could actually be pretty clutch. They got launched into oblivion, making them a completely free elimination. In Chapter 3, Season 1, tents came to Fortnite, and they had an amazing feature. You could hop inside of them at any time to heal up. But when Fortnite made it clear that this overpowered feature was bounced out by the fact that they're breakable, they didn't mention that if your tent did start breaking a storm, you could pack it up, place it back down, and it would be good as new. This meant that players could out-heal the storm forever and get free wins. It was completely busted. Back in Super Season, Clix was having a blast playing a skin cup until...
Cheater! What guy?
He had been deleted by an aimbotter and wasted no time reporting them. But seeing them still playing out the tournament was driving him crazy.
I want to ruin people's chances. All I want to do is ruin every single person's chance. I love it. I love it.
So he decided to take matters into his own hands.
I'm adding him.
First, he added them as a friend, then hopped into their voice chat party.
Yo, Spider!
Y'all do whatever you gotta do.
I'm the one who killed you, buddy. You cheater! Want to run me right now?
And luckily, they took the bait.
You can get your best player and we'll 2v2 for bread and you'll lose. Kick FaZe Booga.
Me and Peter.
So after Clix finished his game, it was finally time to teach these cheaters a lesson.
I'm doing everything I could to get these kids banned. We need to make sure they're actually cheating.
Clix needed 100% proof to send to Fortnite. So he invited 2 of the best pro players in the world to a 3v3 zone wars against the cheaters. And things started out pretty much how you might expect.
Yo, I'm literally down the hill.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm 1 HP on the dot. Oh!
They both got absolutely fried off the rip. And unfortunately, aimbot was just the start.
He has pre-fire cheats. Oh my god.
Somehow, Clix managed to get a knock. But then this happened.
What? Dude, they're shot.
You're dead.
That's like cheating, no?
So now it was all down to Clix. And he was feeling streaky.
Clix, you want me to do this? Nice, Clix. Nice! Oh my god.
That was insane. And it was the perfect opportunity to try and bait the cheaters into giving him more proof that they were hacking.
Who's a good boy? 1v3, all cheaters!
And it worked perfectly. The cheaters turned up their hacks to 11, out for revenge.
Oh my...
Dude, he's just shockwaving.
They were shockwaving through builds, which is normally impossible. And believe it or not, these hackers were only just getting warmed up.
All right, think. Oh, you guys are right.
Just play together, Come, Pete. Hold on, cheaters!
But so were the pros.
What's that? Oh my god! Oh my god! I just clipped the got him.
No.
Now it was a 1v1, but if anyone could clutch up against an insane aimbot hacker, it's probably Peterbot.
How's nothing ours?
Nice. That was a beautiful tag.
The cheaters still had some tricks up their sleeve.
What? Wait, how did he just do that?
But with over $1 million in earnings, Peterbot has a few tricks up his sleeve too.
You got trigger bot? That's this.
Human trigger bot.
After that, the hackers took a round, but then Clicks clapped back with an insane play.
Watch your side. They got together. They're together.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And Peterbutt followed it up with the clutch of the century.
Hold up. 4-2!
And before they knew it, Clicks had more than enough proof to get them banned. But could they actually beat them too?
In our box, I think.
Right here.
100!
Careful.
Yeah!
Oh my gosh.
I'm going up.
Where's he, Pete?
What on me?
Oh my gosh. Your sides. Look at the one on you, Clicks. 30, 66, Clicks. Killing.
One.
Nice, stay alive. You're getting doubled, Clicks. You're getting doubled.
You guys alone.
180.
Nice up. I'm going up on one in second, okay?
Oh my.
Oh my god!
100.
On.
Oh! How do you get out? Nah, how do you lose that?
Let's go!
How do you lose that?
After an insane performance, they had beat the hackers 5-2.
I'm making sure I'll get banned. I'm not even trolling.
In Season 6, Fortnite added arguably the greatest vehicle ever, the Quad Crasher.
Oh, where is he? Yes! Let's go!
But it didn't take long for players to find out it had a hidden secret glitch that was stupidly busted.
Oh my god!
It was pretty hard to do, but if you got the angle and timing just right, you could use the boost to take off. Now this was epic enough, but with some practice, players started to get ridiculously good at flying them and could literally soar across the entire map. It was absolutely wild. Was it a bird? Was it a plane? Nope, it was just Tfue doing the craziest glitch of Season 6.
Oh!
Fortnite is famous for unique weapons.
I'm sorry, dude. I shot my goo all over you.
And leakers are always digging up crazy new stuff in the files. But when they discovered the chain grenade launcher back in Chapter 4, players were completely mind-boggled. On paper, it sounded simple. You got 2 shots and it would create a chain between wherever you aimed. But in practice, other than towing shopping trolleys or putting cars on a leash, players had no idea what you would even use it for. And mysteriously, after years of waiting to find out, it just never came to Battle Royale, which is kind of a shame because it would have been perfect during Wrecked. In Chapter 3, a massive statue of the Foundation could be found at the Sanctuary, but it had a hidden secret that nobody could believe. If you took a tire and threw it at a specific spot on the statue, something crazy happened. And depending on where you threw it, sometimes the statue would even get launched across the entire map. But this player found that if you climbed on top of the statue and then threw a tire on it, it would send you into orbit. This was super broken, so Fortnite secretly removed this glitch in the next update. In Chapter 4, McCreevia discovered an insane glitch, and you won't believe what it does.
We need an exotic icy grappler and blowberries.
It didn't take him long to find them, and when he used them both together, this is what happened. It let him fly around the map at insane speeds and never take any fall damage. You could actually go so fast it would crash the entire server. And very soon after this video, Fortnite released a hotfix banning it. And seeing as it was so overpowered, it probably wouldn't come to much of a surprise that McCreamy had easily picked up the W. Fans of Sabrina Carpenter were hyped when out of nowhere, Caffeinated, an emote featuring her hit song Espresso, hit the item shop. But there was a problem. For some reason, the song played at warp speed, and players who bought the emote expected the version they knew and loved were super disappointed. Fortunately, Fortnite had heard their complaints and fixed it to play at regular speed, but that ended up causing even more drama. Players who previewed it and they actually liked the fast version felt like they got totally scammed, and it's unlikely they'll ever get back their beloved speed up version back. In Season 8, Fortnite added a super unique new vehicle, and players lost their minds. Not only did Ballers have a grappler on the front with unlimited uses, and a boost so you could go super fast, it was also fully armored and took a crazy amount of punishment before breaking. Meaning you could swing to the jungle to your heart's content and Sweats couldn't do a thing about it.
This is esports!
But did you know there's actually a secret hidden glitch with it that was absolutely out of this world? If you hopped in a baller and headed over to the volcano, you could float in the lava without taking damage and were free to explore. So it didn't take players long to find a crazy glitch spot under the lava waterfall. All you had to do was float on over and hit it just right and you would get launched into orbit. But because you were in a baller, you didn't take any fall damage. So it was even more awesome and you could do it over and over again. So basically, you had your own lava-proof space program and Sweats couldn't stop you from blasting off as many times as you wanted. When Fortnite added ziplines back in Season 7, players were hyped. Mobility was nothing like it is today, so anything that helped you move around quicker was a massive deal.
We out! Whoa!
But the ziplines also came with a hidden secret that most players weren't too thrilled about. Every now and then, when you grabbed on, the game would bug out and fling you off. But that was just a start. Then, if you tried to jump, it would send you flying, and it was pretty much GG's unless you were this player. They managed to save themselves with the grappler, which was super goated. But then this happened. They got shot straight into outer space. You gotta respect the attempt to save themselves though. Nick A30 would be proud. Near the start of Chapter 7, Cypher PK was grinding ranked reload, having a blast.
6-7. 6-7. Woo!
He was absolutely dominating, picking up tons of elims left and right. Absolutely stunting on the lobby, until this happened.
Oh, whoa.
He had a bad feeling that they were a hacker.
Holy aimbot.
So, he would have to go for a Hail Mary to stand any chance of beating them.
No! No!
Unfortunately, that didn't quite work out. But when he spectated, he saw this.
Oh.
Cypher was shocked and raced to check the replay. And it was pretty clear this guy was up to no good.
He's definitely cheating.
So Cypher wasted no time reporting them.
All right, we will see.
But he could have never guessed just how quick he would get to find out. After another quick game of reload, absolutely demolishing everyone, it was time to head back to the lobby. And when he did...
Oh, would you look at that? He was hacking.
At the start of any new season, there's always players ready to drop V-Bucks to speed through the battle pass.
You know me, man. L sweat buying every level, dude.
But in Chapter 5 Season 1, Fortnite hit them with a nasty surprise. If you tried to buy more than 25 levels with just V-Bucks, you just wouldn't get them. No levels, no warning, and you just lost the V-Bucks.
What the f happened?
It felt like a straight up scam. And after massive backlash from the community, Fortnite finally stepped in and refunded the affected players. In Chapter 3 Season 3, Fortnite dropped the awesome Blow Blades pickaxe as part of a limited time set to celebrate FNCS. They were promised it would only be in the item shop for FNCS, and once it was gone, it would be gone forever. But in Chapter 5 Season 4, Fortnite brought it back and the community was shocked. Some players were hyped to grab an OG pickaxe, but the original buyers, they were furious the rare pickaxe wasn't rare anymore. On December 27, 2024, fans of Billie Eilish were hyped to see the "You Should See Me in a Crown" emote in the Fortnite item shop, or so they thought. Turns out, Fortnite used the wrong icon. It wasn't Billie's emote at all, it was Outlaw instead. Sure, Fortnite fixed it pretty quickly, but for some players it was too little too late. They had bought it thinking it was something else entirely, and ended up stuck with an emote that they didn't even want. In Chapter 5 Season 4, eagle-eyed shoppers spotted a crazy bargain in the item shop. The Dragon Ball Gear bundle had been upgraded to now also include the Nimbus Cloud Glider 2. Since the glider usually costs 800 V-Bucks on its own, grabbing the full bundle for just 1800 seemed like a no-brainer. Players rushed to buy it, only to find out they had been totally scammed. The glider wasn't actually included. After tons of complaints, Fortnite finally granted players the Nimbus Cloud, but the damage was already done. If they hadn't have spoken up, they probably would have never gotten it at all. Launchpads. Usually, if you were in a tight spot, these could really come in clutch. That is, unless you're playing Chapter 3 Season 3. Players were wondering why, all of a sudden, every time they hit a launch pad, they were getting absolutely fried out of the air. Turns out, there was a bug where anytime you placed a pad, its location would instantly ping to every player in the entire lobby. Meaning, instead of getting a sneaky, low-key rotate, you'd get absolutely lasered by everyone in the game. Usually, when you buy a bundle and already own one of the items, Fortnite gives you a discount. But when the Shack bundle hit the item shop, things worked a little differently. If you had already owned the Axlifier, the bundle still charged full price, meaning you basically paid for the same thing twice. It was a total scam, and Fortnite promised they'd make things right by refunding the players who didn't get the discount. But even now, some players are saying they never got their V-Bucks back, and it's still not clear if Fortnite ever properly fixed it. But believe it or not, Fortnite has tried sneaky tricks like this before. When the amazing Chapter 2 remix dropped, it came with a brand new music pass, featuring none other than Snoop Dogg himself. At 1400 V-Bucks, it seemed like a great deal, and players rushed to buy it, only to be charged 2800 V-Bucks instead? Turns out, if you spammed the purchase button, it would glitch out and charge you twice, turning a sick deal into a total ripoff. Here we have Nick A30. He loves to run custom games with his viewers, but unfortunately he wasn't gonna love what was about to happen this time.
I gotta try to land in the center.
He often sets up epic wins, but this one was looking like it was gonna be the best one yet. But someone was hiding, so we didn't get the win. They had completely ruined it, and Nick A30 was determined to make sure it didn't happen again.
Some people are getting banned in that one.
So Nick loaded up the replay, but he could have never expected who he was about to find.
Okay, who's the one that was slap splashing? Because I'm banning that guy.
Sometimes people claim that famous content creators and pro players get special treatment when it comes to this kind of thing. But after watching this, I don't think so.
This guy's not even not even below 20 HP, so you're gone. I'm not even messing around. That crawl guy, he's gone for pickaxing. You're done.
A couple of normal bans, but this is where he finally finds them.
Booga, I don't even care who that was. You're banned, brother. Like, I don't really care, dude. Don't join my customs if you're not gonna follow the rules. I don't care if you have followers or not.
When you buy a skin, you expect to be able to use it. So when owners of the Jack Skellington skin logged into the Save the World after the new update and found out that they couldn't use it, they were outraged. It was eventually added back, but then almost a year later, it was disabled again, and this time it stayed disabled for months. Players were furious, especially since many had bought the skin to use specifically during the Christmas season. It felt like a total scam. Up until recently, Battle Pass items were meant to be exclusive, so you couldn't get them any other way. But Fortnite lied, and in Season 6, you could actually buy the Wild Music Pack on its own for 200 V-Bucks. That wasn't the only time it happened either. And back in Chapter 5, Season 2, it happened again with the swim-free lobby track. During Chapter 5, Season 4, Fortnite added Chemergy boost to the item shop, and Rocket League players were outraged. Turns out the boost was meant to be an exclusive reward from a Rocket League tournament. So competitors who earned it the hard way were furious to see it in the Fortnite item shop. Luckily, Epic quickly added a new version, the Chemergy boost, just for the tournament winners. But let's be real, Fortnite doesn't always make things right that fast. In 2018, Fortnite's Boogie Down contest had players dancing for a chance to get their moves made into a real game emote. But the top 100 received V-Bucks and a selection of disco-themed cosmetics, and this is where Fortnite did something unbelievable. Among the skins was Sparkle Specialist, a Season 2 Battle Pass skin. Fortnite had previously told players Battle Pass skins would be exclusive, so players who did buy the Battle Pass for the exclusive skins got totally scammed. Back in OG Fortnite, Tfue found a secret way to shoot enemies without them being able to hit him at all. It was insanely broken, and he used it at every opportunity, until eventually Fortnite patched it. They said it was fixed for good, but when Chapter 2 launched, it was running on a whole new engine, and with that saw the return of the super OP exploit back into the game. Back in Chapter 3, there was an augment called Jelly Angler, and it let you fish an infinite amount of white heals, and that gave TG an idea.
Come on, memes.
Pros have been banned for this before, but that wasn't stopping TG.
We have millions of jellyfish.
So TG loaded up on jellies and prepared for the next stage of the plan. Now they just had to survive until the end for their crazy plan to work.
Over here, I'm good. Yeah, over here.
They fought like vicious tigers, and pretty soon it was time to go. But the storm's ticking for 10, so making it back to the jellies would be tough.
Pop, I'm popping one too. Oh.
Okay, go. All the way back. Yes! Okay, break the bush. Here, on me.
They made it. Now they just have to keep on popping heals. But do they have enough to get the win?
You gotta pop them and I'm fishing.
Yes, come on.
It was looking like it might actually work. But Fortnite wasn't born yesterday.
It might work.
I'm dropping this to you.
And they have a specific mechanic in place to make sure this kind of thing stays banned.
No, storm sickness. You gotta help me. We're gonna die. You gotta help me.
I'm trying.
In Chapter 4 Season 1, Fortnite introduced the Shotgun Striker perk, and players were hyped.
That's actually huge.
The idea was simple. You would get healed every time you shot an enemy player. But Fortnite made a big mistake. It worked fine in solos, but in team game modes, it was absolute chaos. For some reason, the perk worked on teammates as well as enemies, meaning you could heal up infinitely and become basically unstoppable. It was a super fun glitch if you were the one abusing it.
He was probably so confused right there.
But for the rest of the lobby, it felt like a total scam. When the Yoda backbling hit the item shop, Star Wars fans went crazy for it. But it didn't take long for players to realize something was seriously wrong. Turns out, doing the Zoidberg Scuffle emote while wearing the Yoda backbling would completely crash your game, and sometimes even your teammates too. Fortnite acted fast, but what they did shocked everyone. Instead of disabling the emote, which had already been in the game for months by this point, they disabled the brand new Yoda backbling, the one everyone just paid for. Players were furious. They couldn't use what they had just bought, and to make it even worse, Fortnite could have just easily just disabled the Zoidberg Scuffle instead. In Chapter 3, Season 3, Fortnite released an awesome new pickaxe called the Dragon Rune Lance as part of the Battle Pass. But this pickaxe had a hidden secret that pros figured out in no time.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
If you had the pickaxe out, nobody could hear your footsteps at all. They didn't even show up on visual audio. You could walk right up behind someone, take them by surprise, and there was nothing they could do.
Dude is so broken.
Fortnite has always said pickaxes are all the same and don't grant any competitive advantages, but this one certainly did, and getting eliminated to players exploiting the bug felt like a total ripoff. In Season 6, TV discovered an exploit that basically gave him godlike power. The setup was weirdly specific, but if he built it just right, everything hinged on a single ramp. And when he finally broke it, the entire block lost its support, and this happened.
Oh my god, dude! Yo! Pawn Shop's still there though. Yo! What the? Oh my god, bro! Yo!
Whole buildings crumbled to dust like they had been Thanos snapped, and Tfue wiped out all of Tilted Towers in mere seconds. In Chapter 6, Peterbot, the best player in the world, needed a huge game to win a tournament, and was fully locked in on making it happen.
Yes, sir!
He was on absolute demon time, tearing through countless pros like they were bots, and picking up elim after elim. It was looking like no one could stop him, and he was about to drop a crazy game, until he came up against this player.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's trigger botting. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the?
They had hit a huge pump, literally the instant he confirmed the edit. So right away, Peter knew they were up to no good.
Make it less obvious.
But as crazy as it might seem, as soon as he had healed back up, Peterbot went back in for round 2.
Why am I fighting a cheater? I don't know, because I have the biggest ego ever. Oh! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! What's up, cheater?
Now he knew what he was up against. Peter had teed up and was playing out of his mind.
Yep, try and trigger bot me, bro. Can't. Optimal edits.
And somehow, he was winning the fight.
Go ahead, see what they're gonna... Oh, he's got the cheater gun, too.
But this is where he might have started getting a bit carried away.
You're so bad, you're so bad. How are you cheating this bad? Uh-oh. No, I'm sorry, bro. Bro, I was choking. What?
Luckily, Zone was on their back, so he healed up, rotated in, and then it was time for round 3.
That's him.
So he started W-keying the second he saw them. But with over 40 people still alive in this tiny circle, it was super risky.
Oh.
Now, he wasn't even full health, so he had to be careful. But he wasn't backing down. Peterbot was determined that only one of them was coming out of this fight alive.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And just like that, Peterbot destroyed the cheater with an insane shot, and they got banned soon after. Next, we have Oatly. He was doing absolutely amazing in a cash cup, and it was looking like he could for sure get first place, until this happened.
Did not expect that. Wait, that gun is... Huh?
They had infinite spray and didn't have to reload? It didn't make any sense.
What?
And Oatly started getting suspicious.
That's a lot more than 30 bullets.
So he went into the replay to investigate, but he could have never imagined what he was about to find.
Whoa, what? And he's got the MTS pickaxe.
This was before it was in the item shop, so Oatly was super confused how they could have it.
What am I looking at on my screen? Why do I see 1,000 eliminations?
But this is where he finally sees the crazy hacks that will blow your mind.
Okay, hold up. What? Let me just go back a bit, guys. I think my replay's bugged.
But it wasn't a bug. They were moving at super speed, and Oatly couldn't believe it.
Whoa, hold up! We got a new cheat right now in the game. We got a speed cheat. Whoa!
We got a speed cheat and an infinite spray cheat? Whoa, hold up. Is Nitro back or something? What is this?
And now, Oatly's finally about to see how he got eliminated.
Bro! Skilly sure, GG, good try. Better luck next time, Oatly.
They had brand new cheats nobody had ever seen before.
Bro, what is this? Oh, wow.
They for sure had some insane hacks, so we reported them, and luckily they got banned soon after.
So I did die to a cheater.
Gold is a valuable in-game currency that you can use for all kinds of stuff, from buying big bots to hiring NPCs. But did you know Fortnite secretly made it way easier? It looks as if the only items you can get from betting machines are displayed for sale, but that's a total lie. If you throw an EMP at one, it'll spit out a pile of gold, and you can do it over and over and over. In Chapter 5 Season 3, someone even found out an insane trick with it. You could take it to the next level. Since the battle bus has a built-in EMP, you can park it next to a vending machine, spam it infinitely, and get max gold in no time. I bet most of you don't remember this one. It was absolutely insane. It started out looking like Tifa was playing any other tournament until he does this. No. This was the Architect Cup back in Chapter 1. A one-off tournament where you could edit anybody's builds, not just your own. It was absolute chaos. Even if they built themselves fully in a 1x1, you could just walk up right to it and double it at their roof. Needless to say, it was almost impossible to defend yourself. So aggressive players like Tfue thrived. And while it was fun for them, it only made the game super imbalanced and way too chaotic. The only other time this mode has ever been in the game was when Fortnite tested it out with another one-off tournament in Chapter 3. But it hasn't been seen since, and it's not exactly likely to return. In the build-up to OG, Fortnite promised subscribers of Fortnite Crew that they would get the OG Battle Pass for free. But that wasn't exactly true. When the launch date finally rolled around and subscribers logged in excited to start completing the pass, they found out they didn't have it. And many ended up spending even more V-Bucks to unlock it. Turns out, all they had to do was restart their game and it would have appeared. But Fortnite never told anybody that, and it left tons of players feeling totally scammed. When the Street Shine pickaxe first hit the item shop, players were amazed by its bright, vibrant colors. But there was something even more amazing hidden in the edit styles. While the default and rainbow styles were meant to be included, Fortnite made a massive mistake and accidentally added the lava style too. When they realized, they disabled the pickaxe entirely while they fixed it, leaving players who had just bought it unable to use it and feeling totally ripped off. Stringles is an awesome cartoon style pickaxe, but it has a cool detail where it starts off looking happy, but the more you farm with it, the more it gets beat up. Back during rec season, Typical Gamer was scrolling through the Zero Build qualifier leaderboards when he found something suspicious.
This one's fishy. This one's fishy, guys.
But when he checked the replay, he saw something insane.
Alright, well that's enough. I didn't have to see any more.
They were clearly using aimbot, so TG reported them, but could have never imagined the absolute monster he had just discovered. Their aim was literally perfect, and they were mowing through the lobby like a buzzsaw.
This might be the most, like, insane case of it. I don't think I've ever seen a hacker not hide it like this before.
Most of the time, hackers are sneaky and try to get away with it, but not this one.
Like, they have the settings turned all the way up.
They were full-on rage hacking. It didn't matter if you tried to run.
No, that's criminal.
If you tried to hide. If you tried to fight back. Or even tried to bush camp.
Uh-oh. That's so mean. That is... Wow.
There was no escape from this insane aimbot hacker. Because he didn't just have robotically perfect aim.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see the guy up there. Bro!
They also had hacks to see through walls too, so nowhere was safe.
That's just foul, bro. That's just foul.
And as CG watched them continue to rampage the lobby like a hammerhead shark, the madness of all of it started to hit him. This single cheater was completely ruining the entire tournament, one player at a time.
It's so sad because each of these people had a chance of getting into finals, but I'm going to assume a lot of them didn't because this was their final game.
Their chances had been completely obliterated, and pretty soon the massacre was over.
No, the other person almost won the fight, dude.
They had racked up a stupid amount of elims. But there was still one last chance for justice.
All right, let's leave the game. Let's see if they got banned.
And when TG got back to the lobby...
Yes! Let's go! Woo!
Players are always looking for ways to get easy wins, but this one takes the cake. In Chapter 2, Season 5, at the center of the map, there was the 0 point. Fortnite said it would heal you up to 100 health, but it would actually heal you up to 100 every time you went in it. And this gave the X2 twins an epic idea that nobody saw coming. They built a giant sky base all the way up to the 0 point so they could keep going through it and heal up the storm forever.
So pretty much, you rinse and repeat until you've won the game.
It was basically a cheat code for free wins.
Literally winning the game by running in a straight line.
Next up, OG players might remember it all too well. These days, Battle Pass shows you everything you're getting up front.
This is the coolest Battle Pass ever.
But back in the early days of Fortnite, there was one massive surprise. Secret skins. You technically already own them as part of the pass, but nobody knew what they were until way later in the season when Fortnite unlocked them.
Who got this skin? No one got this skin.
And that mystery built insane hype all season long.
She is hot.
But sadly, in Chapter 2, Season 2, Fortnite scrapped them entirely. Instead, we got bonus skins. And while some of them were pretty sick, a lot of players were left super disappointed. The thrill of the surprise was gone, and it felt like something special had been lost forever. Did you know in Chapter 1, pump shotguns had a hidden secret? The pump is meant to be used up close at short range, but in the very early days of Fortnite, it could actually do crazy damage at far distances, and people started calling it the sniper pump. It was so busted. In Fortnite Season 1, if you got to level 25, you could obtain the Mako glider from the season shop. This was the only way to get it, so it was one of the rarest items in the game.
I got it. No way it's OG, is it? Is it actually, guys? Cool. You're telling me this is the rarest glider in the game?
That was until January 2nd, 2018, when with no heads up at all, when I just released it into the item shop, players were excited and rushed to buy it, but those who missed out were super disappointed. In December 2018, PlayStation released an exclusive pack containing the Prodigy skin and the Tabulator backbling. 5 years later, people on the other platforms would finally have the opportunity to buy the backbling as part of a locker bundle. Or so they thought. Even though Fortnite showed it in the item shop, it wasn't actually part of the bundle at all. On the first day of Fortnite Remix, Nick A30 and Sancho West had an idea for an epic meme with remote explosive.
You just throw it under, I'm gonna keep on jumping.
But while setting it up, Nick accidentally discovered something utterly insane.
Oh my god, I can double jump. I'm like double jumping. Whoa, I just triple jumped, wait.
Nick found a glitch to bounce super high in the air, and he couldn't believe how easy it is to do.
I'm just spamming my jump. Oh my gosh.
Dude,
what?
we are really high up here, brother.
They kept getting higher and higher, and this made Sancho start to wonder something.
How far can we go,
I'm just doing
Nick?
this on my spacebar. I'm gonna keep trying.
Let's see how high we go.
Oh my gosh.
They wanted to test the limits, but they could have never have guessed what was about to happen.
Oh no, we're tilting now. We're shifting over. Oh crap.
Oh.
But if you thought that was crazy, check this out.
Whoa!
Zebby had been launched into orbit and was completely mind blown at how this was happening.
What did this guy just do? What?
What goes up must come down, but they're about to go up again, and you won't believe what happens when they do.
Wait, can you do it again? Yeah.
They had rocketed up into the sky once more, but this time it was way crazier.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He went back to last season.
They were nowhere to be seen, and after a while, it looked like they might never come down.
What? He's actually gone. Bro, he is gone.
Zemi waited and waited, but they had vanished into thin air and they were never seen again. In Chapter 5, Typical Gamer was slaying out in solos, chasing that ever so sweet 20 bomb. He was comfortably picking up his 19th elim and things were looking good. But when it came to finding the last player, that would be a totally different story entirely.
No, genuinely, where's the last guy? Like, where could they be hiding? I checked literally everywhere, didn't I? Am I going mad? Actually confused.
TJ had checked everywhere a normal player could go, but there was one thing he hadn't accounted for.
Bro, what am I looking at? Wait, actually, what is that? They're gliding still. Wait, what?
Typical Gamer had no idea what he was looking at, so there was only one thing to do for it. Build up and investigate.
Wait, what did I just discover?
This was impossible, and on the way up, he started to get suspicious.
I think this guy's hacking. Oh my, he's just flying. He's flying. What the heck?
But as TG built up, the closer he got, the stranger it became.
Bro. What am I looking at?
This was strange enough already, but TG was about to discover something absolutely mind-boggling.
I can't go up any higher.
He built all the way up to height limit, and somehow this guy's even higher. This is one powerful gamer, and unfortunately for TG, he was about to face up in the final 1v1 for the W.
Wait. Oh my gosh, do you have weapons? Oh my gosh, what are you?
Typical gamer was terrified, and rightfully so. But then as TG built in the circle, something happened that left him absolutely flabbergasted.
What the heck was that?
It looked like they had jumped off, so they wouldn't get banned for teaming. But I've got a feeling they might have gotten banned anyways. In 2023, qualified players headed to Sweden for the DreamHack Finals to compete in person for a juicy $250,000 prize pool. For the first few games, everything was going great. Until this happened.
Warum aber auf mich? Warum auf mich? Wieder der Cheater! Das ist der Cheater!
Ja, ich seh's.
Somehow, there was a cheater in the game, and nobody could believe what was happening.
Warte mal! Doch, die cheaten!
Chaos erupted as players scrambled to find the cheater. But somehow, Archie ended up in a Discord call with the hacker, and it turned out they weren't even in the building.
So,
apparently, because it was a third-party tournament, if you had the code, you could join the game from anywhere in the world. And this hacker had found a surprisingly easy way to get it.
how are you getting the key?
Just pay a bit of money.
Incredibly, someone at the tournament was leaking the codes, ruining it for everyone. But luckily, it didn't take security long to track down the culprit.
Is this him?
And kick them from the tournament.
Loser! Loser!
In Season X, Fortnite added a game-changing new location.
They added Tilted Town, a place you're not supposed to be able to build.
This had never happened before, but it didn't take Laserbeam long to find a crazy glitch at the new POI.
Alright, I'm not gonna show you how to do it, but just want to let you know I'm currently in Tilted Town, an area where you're not supposed to build. And as you can see, I can build in Tilted Town. Time to crank some Doritos, boys.
This was absolutely insane, and Laserbeam felt like a god.
No artificial barrier can stop me.
Nobody else in the area could build at all, so it wasn't long before somebody came over to investigate.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
And safe to say, this player was absolutely mind blown at what they were witnessing.
He just left the game. He just left the game. And he gave me more mats. Crank more Doritos.
And it wasn't long before Laserbeam was crowned the king of Tilted Town.
They know they don't stand a chance.
In Chapter 3, Season 3, Dragon Ball Z hit the Fortnite Island and anime fans were going wild. It had everything, from Goku and the insane Kamehameha Mythic to quests that let you unlock Charging Up, Boosting Ki, Shenron,
We got it!
and Dragon Radar, all completely free. The only downside, the quest didn't last forever. And if you missed out, Fortnite had a sneaky trick up its sleeve. They dropped the Dragon Ball Power Bundle in the item shop for 2,300 V-Bucks. Some players were happy to get a second chance, but for others, it felt like a total scam. Fortnite was now selling items that used to be 100% free and charging a premium price for them too. In April 2023, Clicks, a famous pro player, started his stream with a shocking announcement.
We have a lot to talk about.
Clicks was suited and booted, so it was clearly important. But what he was about to show his stream was absolutely shocking.
So let's just start real quick. I'm banned for 2 weeks. This means that I can't play this FNCS, and I also can't play the next FNCS.
This was insane, but Clicks was sure the ban was unfair. So he went into the replays to prove it.
This is the game that I was banned for. Since the start, he was following me, shooting me. He did over 350 damage to me the whole entire game.
This default was acting pretty weird towards Clicks, but believe it or not, he's only just getting started.
He tends to splash me. So right here, he's literally splashing me. Throws another splash at me. Throws another splash at me. Then he continues to stand still and he ODMs me.
This player was clearly following Clicks around and trolling him. But what was about to happen next was maybe taking things a step too far.
Okay, right here, I literally said,
"You're in my stream! Smash me now!"
okay? Splashed me.
So far, Clicks has done nothing wrong. But here's where he makes a stupid mistake.
Come here and match my medal. I swear to God. Matt, drop the medal now! You stream sniping!
Clicks is trying to prove that this guy's stream sniping, but he might have gotten a bit carried away. Clicks dropped down there and actually picked up the loot, but the stream sniper wasn't done yet.
And you guys can say, oh, you shouldn't have took the loot. I understand that 100%. But he actually followed me right here. Sits in my wall, goes up and down, and lets me kill him, okay? Lets me kill him. So no matter what, chat, I would have got all the loot that he gave me, and I went on to win the game.
Clicks has already put forward a good case, but this final piece of evidence, nobody could believe.
This is his perspective. If you listen closely, I'm not going to talk. You can hear my stream in the background. Comes.
At this point, there was no doubt. It was looking like an open and shut case.
I'm in here.
Now, all he needs was to get Epic's attention, and he had the perfect plan to make it happen.
I'm going to tweet out free clicks. Thank you guys for supporting me. I love you guys.
Hashtag free clicks went viral, and it seemed like the whole community wanted clicks to get unbanned. But unfortunately, he had still broken the rules, and Epic actually upheld the ban. In Chapter 4, Fortnite released a Shockwave Hammer, and Wildcat, Courage, Cypher PK, and Scissors found an absolutely bonkers glitch with it.
What are we doing, dude? This is ridiculous.
If you took it in turns, hitting each end of the car, you could fly around forever.
We'll get height first, and then we'll worry about.
Yeah. It was insane, and it wasn't long before they were up in the clouds.
How high
Oh
are
my
we?
god. We are
almost 500.
650 meters.
There's no way, bro.
It was pretty hard to control, so they were doing a great job. But eventually, the last team spotted them.
They're shooting us! They're shooting up at us!
And this is where panic started setting in, and things started getting absolutely crazy.
Hit us now, hit us now, hit us now. Scissors, scissors, hit it.
Scissors hit!
Stay, stay, stay! It's gonna slam!
Oh my god.
Go, go, go!
Somehow, they had made it down alive, but could they clutch up for the win?
No, there's one there. Yeah!
They were giving it everything they had and dominating the opposition. But there was a problem none of them could have imagined. The last player was nowhere to be seen.
He probably just has 2 med miss or something.
Like in the sky?
Unbelievably, they couldn't find them anywhere. So the last player picked up the win, and you wouldn't believe it where they were.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, he sees us in the truck. How did we never hear this guy?
They were doing the soaring sprints dub glitch the whole time. As Ninja dropped into Chapter 7 for the first time, he was hyped.
You come in on a wave? It's pretty sick.
But little did he know, a crazy powerful hacker was about to totally ruin his day.
A little bit of a lag spike right there, dude. Where you at, though? Loading into the map for the first time.
At first, Ninja just shrugged it off. But as he jumped into the next game, things started to get crazy.
Sick, dude.
As he landed in, he couldn't even grab a gun. But turns out, it didn't even matter if he got one.
And we're dead.
But here's the crazy part. This hacker wasn't just targeting Ninja. They were making the game lag for all the biggest streamers.
I'm lagging. Are you lagging? Hello?
Wait, I'm on 67 packet loss.
But this type of hacking isn't just against the rules. It's straight up illegal. So Fortnite took action, banned them from the game, and even forced them to post a public apology. In Chapter 3, Spider-Man Mythic Web Shooters were added to the game, and Nick A30 was hyped.
No way! Oh, wait, you do spins too? Wait!
And somehow, they were even better than anyone could have ever hoped for.
No, bro, this is better than the actual Spider-Man game. This is better than you get way more momentum.
Fortnite knocked it out of the park. So of course, everyone wanted them, and people's minds immediately turned to one POI in particular.
So we're gonna go ahead and dive in at the Daily Bugle over here. There should be at least one of them here.
TG was right, there was tons of spawns here, so it took no time to find one.
Oh, right there, look at this. Let's search this. Oh, Spider-Man's web shooters. Let's go.
But seeing as everyone wanted them, the Daily Bugle was absolute carnage, and it was tricky making it out alive with the Mythic.
No!
Luckily, Fortnite had thought about this, and they added secret spawns around the map, like this one, fresh found under a bridge.
Give me this Mythic.
So it wasn't just sweats getting to use them, there was enough for everyone hidden around the map. In Season 8, Fortnite released a new pickaxe called Star Wand, but there was something very wrong with it. Instead of the usual 20 damage per hit, Star Wand did 56.
Yo, what is going? Epic!
Meaning you could 2-tap somebody with it off spawn. For the unlucky players on the receiving end, it didn't feel too good, but it was pretty epic if you were the one using it. Did you know in Chapter 2, Season 2, there was a totally insane glitch that let you get free wins? At the start of the season, Fortnite added decoy grenades that created bot versions of yourself to confuse enemies. But here's the crazy part. If you threw one just before you got eliminated, it would actually confuse the game too. All you had to do was spectate until the end of the match and you'd be crowned with the epic victory royale. You didn't even need to get eliminated by another player, so it wasn't long before players were building up, eliminating themselves to fall, and farming win after win. On the first day of Fortnite Showdown, Allier heard about 3 bonkers new glitches and couldn't wait to try them.
Gotta head underground.
For the first one, he had to head down to the teleporters at Dark Dominion, and then use an overdrive grenade to do this.
Okay, boom. Glowing gold.
So then, when he went through the teleporter, something insane would happen.
What?
It had glitched out, and Allier was completely stuck.
I literally can't move, but I can see underneath the map.
Then it was time for glitch number 2. And with this one, even before he got in game, he could see the potential.
Whoa, look! It's already glitching.
So he couldn't wait to dive out of the bus and test it for real.
Let's pull out the umbrella. What is going on, Fortnite? Why is this umbrella suddenly decide to break?
But Allier had saved the best for last. And after messing with a bunch of his settings, this was the result.
The Malik skin is completely broken. What?
He couldn't resist trying out a few of his favorite emotes. But soon, it was time to hop in game and see just how crazy things would get.
Oh, it's just as broken in game. Is this technically cheating? I don't think I've ever seen a Fortnite skin as glitched as this before.
With the release of Rocket Racing came new cosmetics, and some of them were really expensive. The few starter pack quests contained a bunch of cool stuff, and Fortnite said it would cost $9.99. That was unless you were in Hungary, where Fortnite secretly changed the price to only 25 cents? Now on to Dr. Lupo with something absolutely unbelievable.
Alright, Lupe. I'm good for now.
Dr. Lupo was slaying out, but he could have no idea what was just around the corner.
Well, there goes Trevor. He just
down.
got crit like 8 times in a row. He's hacking. He's hacking. He's hacking. Take him serious. He's hacking.
Jameson, you gotta shoot him. Oh, whoa, dude.
Yeah, he is hacking. He is hacking.
Bro. He's actually
He
cheating.
can't build, he can't build, he can't build, man. Don't.
Lupo hit a crazy headshot snipe on the hacker and sent them straight back to the lobby. Next up, we have Nick A30 with something absolutely crazy that no one had ever seen before.
Oh, what's up with my field of view? I'm like sideways running. Whoa, what is this?
He had a bug and his game had flipped completely backwards?
It looks like I can't move that way. It's not letting me. My FOV is messed up. I'm not even joking. I move forward to go backwards and backwards to go forward.
Nick was in a bit of a spot. He managed to get a couple of splashes off, but you would have never have guessed what happens next.
No.
It was looking like the glitch was permanent, and this enemy was not giving up. But this is where Nick does the impossible.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Fortnite is very vocal about the fact that skins don't give a competitive advantage and are purely cosmetic, but they never mention the disadvantages. And some skins are literally pay to lose. Check out Boba Fett's Starship. It blocks half of your screen. Or Frostwing. It's massive and shoots ice blasts. Talk about making yourself an easy target. Perhaps the worst of all though is the Millennium Falcon. Fortnite didn't mention it practically flashbangs you every time you deploy it, making it totally unusable for a lot of players. In OG Fortnite, Boom TV had organized a tournament with all your favorite OG content creators, but they also messed up and invited a bunch of pro players too. After the first few games of the content creators getting dominated, there was only one thing for it.
Oh my god, yes!
They decided to all wear Peely and team against the pros.
Guys, we need to be strapped. We need to be strapped.
Bananas together strong! This was a pretty dumb idea. It's against the tournament rules and bannable, but they had had enough. So they all landed together at Pleasant Park, looted up, and headed out to get the revenge.
Rift.
They all rifted over to Tilted, and it looked absolutely insane.
No, bro, look! What?
And as they glided into Tilted, it didn't take long for one of the pros to notice something was up.
Oh my gosh!
Guys, they're sweats! They're sweats!
Go!
Attack!
Bro, what is this?
Even Mongo was hiding from the insane banana army.
Wait, this is an insane spot.
But it's not hard to see why.
Is this a lab, bro? There's so many Peelies! What is happening? How many Peelies over there?
The Peely army cleared out Tilted Towers and then carried on an absolute rampage, decimating any pro player that stood in their way.
Dead.
Even the World Cup champion didn't stand a chance. The instant he hit the rift, the Peely army fried him out of the sky, and it was ridiculous.
There we go, Booger's down!
Yes! Booger is dead! The Peelies were stopping at nothing, and the pros were dropping like flies. Some of them lasted surprisingly long, but eventually the Peely army got their revenge.
We beat the Sweats!
We did it! We did it, boys! So now it was just the Peelys left, and there was only one thing for it.
Pickaxe only! Pickaxe only! Pickaxe only!
An insane pickaxe fight broke out, and the content creators were having a blast.
Another day, another victory royale for the OGs.
No. Eventually, a banana picked up the win, but since they had been teaming, their points were banned from the last game, and it didn't even count. Some of you might recognize this skin. Iconic. It was exclusive for the Galaxy S10 owners back in OG Fortnite, and everyone wanted it.
Oh, is that the announcement? Yeah, what's up, baby?
So much that some people even bought the phone just for the skin. So it won't come to a surprise that those who had spent a lot of money for the skin were outraged, when without telling anyone, Fortnite added it into the item shop for free. It was only in the shop if you were on Android, and it was only in the game for an hour. But if you somehow managed to get it, Fortnite actually let you keep it. It was awesome for those lucky few, but the OG owners weren't too happy. In Fortnite Remix, Nick A30 was messing around with the cars, but someone started taking shots, and he didn't take too kindly to it.
I'm coming for you now. I'm a monster truck. Look at me.
But little did he know, he was about to find one of the worst glitches in Fortnite history.
Wow, I can't jump. It's not letting me jump.
Nick was in a tight spot. The glitch had basically made it so he couldn't move, and the player that he was up against was a total sweat.
This is awkward. I'm not gonna lie.
But even though he had one of the worst bugs in Fortnite history, Nick isn't giving up without a fight.
I don't know what to do. I can't shoot him, Epic. Epic, something's wrong. I am so confused.
Next we have Zemi. In Chapter 2, he was beaming with the Primal AR so hard that a lot of people actually started accusing him of aimbotting. He said that he just had good aim, but something was about to happen that he just couldn't explain.
I've been streaming this entire time, and I just got logged out in the middle of my game, and then when I got back in, I'm apparently banned for exploiting for it for a day.
Everyone thought he had been banned for cheating, but Zemi was sure that he was innocent, so he waited until the 24 hours were up, and then he hopped back on. But something unbelievable was about to happen. He got banned again?
This is a joke, right? There's no way this happened again.
Zemi had gotten banned twice in a row, so it was looking like he might actually be cheating. But Zemi had a theory about what was really going on.
The reason I got banned the first time, and the reason I got banned once again yesterday, is almost 100% because people have been spam reporting me because of my aim. The clips that you guys are watching in the background is actually my clips that I've been posting on my socials like Instagram and TikTok. Ever since the clips started getting more exposure and more views, I've been constantly getting accused of soft aiming and aimbotting on Fortnite.
And it looks like Fortnite might have seen the video, because thankfully after it was uploaded, Zemi did not get banned again.
Is that guy cheating? No, I mean, there's just no way.
But there was a way, and they had absolutely insane aimbot. So Ninja reported them that something totally unexpected happened. They had teleportation hacks. They went straight into the vault, and Ninja had seen enough.
I messaged my contact. He'll be banned.
Do you remember when Allier said this?
There's a Diplodocus!
It was hilarious and turned into a huge meme.
Full-on embraced his meme.
So huge, in fact, that even after all these years later, Fortnite changed the reload map during Remix to include some more Diplodoncuses in its honor. Fans of the Big Hero 6 movie were super excited to see Baymax in Chapter 6 Season 1 Battle Pass.
Big Hero 6 is one of my favorite movies.
But a lot of people miss this awesome detail on Baymax's loading screen. It's actually inspired by a scene in the movie. Farming mats is never easy, and finding metal can be especially hard. So you can imagine how happy players were when they found this secret way to get infinite metal. You could keep farming the gas pump all game and it would never break. Having your whole squad maxed out was a huge advantage. So it won't come to as much of a surprise that it wasn't long before Fortnite sneakily changed it so the glitch didn't work anymore. But years later, someone actually found a way to do it again. If you parked your car on the repair pad, you could farm it indefinitely while the pad repaired the car. That is 200 IQ. Did you know that in Season 9, someone found a crazy glitch to get a secret weapon that Fortnite never even told anyone existed? The Storm Scout Sniper was a new sniper with some crazy unique features.
A mini map on it? What the heck?
But there was a problem. The glitch only worked in creative, and there was no storm. It didn't work properly at all.
I'm still not too sure what the arrow means. See the arrow on the top? Maybe it's glitched.
It wasn't until later on this season, when it finally released for real, that people got to try it out, and it was insane, revealing future storm circles and doing tons of damage. In July 2024, Fortnite released an epic collaboration with Pirates of the Caribbean, with an awesome mini battle pass and the iconic Captain Jack Sparrow skin.
Ooh, oh, it's a Captain Jack Sparrow run. Oh, I'm being chased.
But there was a problem. Fortnite released it a week early, and forgot to mention that if you bought it early, you couldn't even complete it, leaving players who did buy it feeling completely ripped off and frustrated. At the end of Chapter 2, the island got turned upside down, and we saw a whole new side of it, bringing Chapter 3 flipped. But not many people noticed that while most of the lobby tracks start with press play, for Chapter 3 island theme, it actually says flip the record, just like the island. Fortnite Battle Royale is famed for its cool and crazy looking skins, but Save the World has some pretty unique ones too, and Metal Team Leader is no exception. You can buy in a pack for $19.99, and some people bought it just for the skin. Fortnite should have probably mentioned they plan to release it later in the item shop just for 1,200 V-Bucks just a short while later. New skins coming to the item shop is always exciting. But when the shop reset in Chapter 5, Season 4, nobody could believe what they were seeing. It looked like you could purchase a bundle of the Moniker, Fortune, and Stash skins only for 1,200 V-Bucks? Unfortunately, when players purchased it, they actually only received Moniker, leaving many people feeling like they had just been completely scammed. You might be familiar with Midas, an awesome skin with a special effect, where everything you pick up turns to gold. That is, unless you're playing the Bodyguard LTM, where no matter what skin you use, Fortnite automatically makes them wear gloves. So, because Midas doesn't actually touch anything, he can't turn any weapons to gold. The effect works with Midas' daughter too, Marigold, but it's not just the items they turn gold. If you've ever tried to gas up a car as either of them, you might have noticed it actually works on the gas pumps too. In the Marvel universe, only those who are deemed worthy can wield Thor's hammer, so it's a nice little detail that in Fortnite, only Thor and Captain America can use the Mjolnir pickaxe. That was until Chapter 5 Season 4, when players discovered they could suddenly equip it with Moon Knight skin too? Turns out it was supposed to be that way all along. Although Moon Knight isn't worthy to wield the hammer, it's made from Uru metal, an ore made from the first moon in existence. And since Moon Knight has the powers of Khonshu, the god of the moon, he has total control over it. Next up we have Milkman. He was playing fields with a friend, but after getting eliminated, they could have never imagined what they're about to find. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary, but it was a default with a weird name, and it didn't take them long to show their true colors.
Oh, he's cheating. He's cheating.
I told you.
That was insane. If you blinked, you would have missed it. But what the hacker was about to do next is absolutely crazy.
Nice one, bro. Oh.
That no-scope was insane, but this hacker's only just getting warmed up.
He's gonna die.
Another crazy no-scope, and there's plenty more where that came from.
200.
Milkman had seen enough, so he reported him. And after all that, I think it's pretty safe to say they got banned not long after. Next on our list, we have Nick A30. He was playing solos and got off to a great start. But unfortunately for him, there was a secret boss in this game way more powerful than Peter.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here now. I didn't get the shotgun.
It was actually a pro player, N-Pen. He won the fight, but unfortunately for him, Nick A30 had been getting hassled by stream snipers all day, and he had had enough. So he reported him, and it didn't take long for Epic to get the message.
Did I get banned? Oh no. Oh, it's for cheating. Oh.
I'm not sure why he said cheating, but he seemed to have a pretty good idea of what happened.
Nick A30 probably reported me.
After a staggeringly long wait,
I've waited literally 2 days for this moment.
The Black Hole event was finally ending, and Cypher couldn't wait to hop in game and check out the new chapter.
Oh my god.
But Cypher was about to get a huge surprise that nobody was expecting. As the cinematic played, the bus flew in, and characters danced in celebration. Everything made sense so far, but this is when it happened.
Wait, am I playing?
At the time, nothing like this had ever been done in a video game before.
What's happening?
It didn't take him too long to realize what was happening.
I'm in a live match. There's 97 people live.
But he was about to get a huge surprise that nobody saw coming. Not even Fortnite.
Oh, my keybinds are completely... No. What the heck is this? My keybinds have completely been reset.
Fortunately, Cypher figured it out pretty quickly and got back to his game. But it happened to others too, and it didn't pan out like that for everybody.
Wait, what? This is me?
Nick was just as surprised as Cypher at how Chapter 2 was kicking off.
What is going on right now? Am I in a game? There's a baseball bat? What?
But then it happened.
No, my keybinds!
His bind had been reset too, and Nick was devastated. But luckily, he got over it pretty fast.
Guys, the new battle pass looks sick.
On the 9th of August 2024, people were hyped to see the new X-Men skins in the item shop, only for them to be removed a few minutes later. People speculated whether or not this was an accident or just a marketing gimmick. But either way, the skins officially came into the item shop just a few days later. You might be used to supply drops sinking, but when Remix released, Fortnite changed a small detail that made them way more realistic. Now, they float, and if they land in a river, sometimes they even follow the current downstream. In the early days of Fortnite, something so powerful was released onto the island, it would change the game forever. That is, if it was in the game for more than a few minutes. The Zapatron wasn't meant to be added. When Fortnite spotted their mistake, it was quickly removed. But it was insanely powerful. So when UFN launched and people found out a way to get it, players were hyped and couldn't wait to test out its capabilities. But it turned out even the Zapatron is no match for Klombo. In Season 7, the Cheer Up emote hit the item shop. But did you know that it has a hidden secret? The bushes may look green in the item shop, but they actually change color to match the biome that you're in. They can be green, brown, or even snow covered, depending on where you are on the map. In Chapter 5 Season 1, Fortnite added something to the item shop that seemed kinda out of place. If you scrolled all the way down, past the skins to the jam track section, and amongst the songs, there was actually the Heartbreaker skin. Fortnite made no comment on the situation, but it turned out there was actually also a jam track called Heartbreaker. So if you accidentally bought it, you got tricked into buying a skin you didn't even want. The bunkers in Chapter 5 were awesome. You were only supposed to be able to get into them late into the game.
Can we get these vaults open? Oh my god.
But waiting for them to open could be a drag. And this player had enough. So somehow they cooked up a crazy way to get in, even at the start of the game. With most of these vault glitches, you're stuck forever. But they even found a way to get back out again, making it super OP. From a distance, the stuffy sack backbling appears to have a cool little plushy peely, Guff, and Cuddle Team Leader on it. But take a closer look, and they all have crossed out eyes? This usually only means one thing, and it is not good. So it raises some questions over what exactly is this backbling made from. During Fortnite Remix, if you try to get the mythic RG minigun, you might have noticed Mom's Spaghetti, Eminem's restaurant in the Grotto Cave. But what a lot of people didn't realize is Eminem actually opened a Mom's Spaghetti restaurant in real life too. Winning in Fortnite is super tough, but in Chapter 2, Fortnite secretly changed that with the introduction of Slurpy Swamp. All you had to do was build a wall in this specific spot on the map, and you could glitch out the game into healing you at an insane rate, basically making you invincible and guaranteeing the win. In the Remix Battle Pass, we got an awesome skin called Undercover Sky that looks like a combination of Sky and Guff. But did you know that the epic bait of Floof is literally both of their pickaxes strapped together? With the launch of Chapter 5 came a brand new map, nicknamed Helios. But while most of it was discovered pretty quickly, there are some areas even players today don't know about, like this secret cave at the far east side of the map. It took a while to make your way inside, but it was totally worth it. There was a ton of chests and even coral buddies. There was even a porta potty that led back up to the top, and for good reason. On the rare occasion porta potties were disabled, this place could become a total death trap as Storm closed. Fortnite bots can have all kinds of names, but one in particular stands out: Athena or Apollo. Athena and Apollo are actually the names of the first two Fortnite islands. Fortnite loves to add movie references to the game, and in Chapter 2 Season 2, they spotted the perfect opportunity. If you did the T-pose emote at the tip of the yacht, you get the I'm Flying Legacy, as reference to the famous scene in the Titanic. In May 2019, Fortnite released Season 9, and in the Battle Pass, there was a skin that looked awfully familiar. A lot of people were speculating the skin was Loser Fruit, and it made sense.
What the fruit? What?
That's gonna be for you. It even had a strawberry on the shirt. Fortnite never confirmed or denied the community's suspicions, but on June 22nd, 2020, Loser Fruit got her official icon skin. So I guess you could say now she has two skins in the game. And not many people know this, but her official backbling actually has 3 Fortnite skins that represent her friendly stream snipers.
Wouldn't have success without these stream snipers here.
We all know stream sniping is very bad. Unless, of course, it's one of your good friends and it's for a YouTube video, then it's just very funny.
Sounds pretty harmless, right? If they're your friend, hopefully they won't report you. So what could go wrong? Well, it turns out a lot.
Hey, Fresh's stream. Hey, guys. What's up?
Fresh was an insanely good pro player, and everyone always used to say he carried Laserbeam. So just this once, Laserbeam wanted to show Fresh who the real top dog was. And it didn't take long to find Fresh and start putting his plan into action.
All right, I've loaded up the helicopter with C4. We'll see. Oh, he's hopping in it. He actually just hopped in it. How is he not dead? Damn it! Come on, come on, come on, come on. No! I'm killing. No!
Unfortunately, it was looking like Laserbeam's plan wasn't quite going to plan. And eventually, Fresh got the best of him.
It had 6 sticks of C4 on it!
But Laserbeam isn't calling it a day just yet. It's time to kick things up a notch and call in the reinforcements.
I now have an entire Discord server. All right, the plan is to scare the crap out of him and pickaxe him immediately on spawn. He will be absolutely terrified. No one ever expects a bunch of bananas to land on him and whack him.
But as they stealthily glided in, Fresh could see them and he could not believe his eyes.
Huh? You told me I turned around and there's like 15 people going to dirty.
So it didn't take long to turn into an all-out war.
He's bashing the car. All right, bananas. No! Attack him, bananas! Go get him! Pickaxe him!
The banana army gave it their best try. But with just pickaxes against a pro player, even with how many there were, the bananas just stood no chance.
Pickaxe him! Get him! No! Oh my god!
Fresh may have won that battle, but he hadn't won the war. And next game, it was time for the ultimate showdown.
Our plan is just to wait until he is alone, completely isolated, in a confined area. And then the bananas will jump him, will attack him, will like jump out of the bushes and eat him alive.
The trap was set, and the banana army was ready. But unfortunately for them, so was Fresh.
Oh, I see him in the bush.
Pump the launch pad! Pump the launch pad, Kate! Pump the launch pad, Kate! Spread and spread!
Holy oh my god.
I was not expecting him to kill us with the chopper.
Oh, okay, cheeky.
But as Fresh thinned the herd, hope was fading. And in a moment of desperation, Laserbeam made a big mistake.
He's low, he's low, he's low on whites, he's low on whites. Come on, boys, finish him! Finish him now! We just got kicked. We just got kicked for teaming.
Laserbeam using a gun triggered the automatic ban system, and Fresh could not believe it.
Lennon just got banned for using a weapon.
Just goes to show that even if it's a friend, stream sniping never pays off.
I got banned, bro.
Do you remember Starry Suburbs? In Season X, Fortnite added this new POI for just 2 short weeks, and it had the crazy secret not many people know about. Stars dropped here from the sky, containing some absolutely insane loot. But there was one thing in particular that Lachlan was on a mission to find. He was looking for something that had never been seen before. It was insanely rare and easily the most overpowered item of its type in the history of Fortnite. After opening tons of stars, Lachlan still hadn't found it, which makes what Replays did next here even more unbelievable.
Oh, I got a gold tack SMG.
He got it on the very first star that he opened, so he took it as a challenge to win with just the gold tack SMG alone. But that was no problem. The gold tack SMG was by far the most broken weapon of all time. With a ridiculous fire rate and 42 damage headshots, it was absolutely stupid. But because Fortnite put it into the game secretly, and the only way you could get it was from the stars and starry suburbs for 2 weeks in chapter 1, a lot of people didn't even know that this gun ever existed. There's a version that's in creative modes now, but it is severely nerfed and a mere shadow of its former glory. Needless to say, seeing as it was so goated, Replays picked up the W no sweat.
I only found one gun the whole game.
With the release of Ranked, the community was excited at the idea of a new competitive game mode.
Bronze 3, let's go!
But it wasn't quite what Fortnite had told us it would be. It turns out, with enough patience, anyone could get Unreal Ranked. Laserbeam even managed to get it by doing literally nothing.
There's nothing more fun than not playing the game at all.
Every game he would do the same thing. Land in, find a spot to hide, and that's it. He didn't get a single elimination. It was ridiculous.
Yes! No kills! No wins!
No movement!
Now onto the machine pistol. The first time people saw it, Fortnite had actually added it by accident into solid gold, but it wasn't even gold rarity. It was gray. This was strange, but even at the lowest rarity in the game, it still shredded.
That pistol action.
Yo, we shredded him.
Players couldn't wait to try it, but Fortnite didn't tell anyone it was only going to be in the game for an hour. So sadly, a lot of people missed out.
Epic already probably knows about it, and they're fixing it right now as we speak. So it's like any game now, I'm gonna play and it's gonna be gone.
Fortunately, it did eventually come back, but this time it was available all the way up to gold. It was absolutely wild.
But it shreds at close range. Holy shoot.
So some of the highest DPS of all time.
It has a lot of damage, dude.
But unfortunately, Fortnite quickly realized it was too overpowered, and they nerfed it into the ground. So a lot of people never got to experience firsthand just how insane it actually was. Back in Chapter 2, Fortnite actually added in the prop gun, and it was everywhere. People were finding it out of chests, NPCs, even just lying around on the ground, and it was chaos. It quickly got removed only after being in the game for 1 hour, and the community was devastated. But fortunately, it was brought back in the next update. Next up, some of you Chapter 2 OGs might remember this glitch with the boats. It was pretty easy to do, but unfortunately for Myth, this hacker found a way to take it to the next level.
What the f is that? What the? Oh my god!
They had an insane hack to get infinite missiles with no cooldown, so they could shoot them as much as they want. It was like a mech on steroids, and they were completely destroying everyone. So all Myth could do was sit back and watch. And he had some ideas on who this might be.
Diamonds, no! Oh my god, what is happening?
Winning in Fortnite is never easy, but did you know that there was actually a way to get wins completely free? All you had to do was hire an NPC, quickly dismiss them before you died, and then spectate until the end of the game. It was as easy as that. It wasn't long until Fortnite patched it, but a few chapters later, there was another even more insane glitch to get free wins again. Someone found a secret way to unlock the car before getting the medallion, and once you got it, the car was completely invincible. As long as you didn't get out of the car, you were basically guaranteed the victory royale. The lowriders were awesome.
Wait, that's insane!
But a lot of players were loving this small detail in particular. If you turned on the radio, it started to dance along with the music with its hydraulics. Some of you OGs might remember the semi-auto sniper rifle. It was decent back in the day, but when it was brought back in Fortnite OG, Fortnite had secretly changed it, and it was super overpowered. At only blue rarity, it did 101 damage to the body and 250 to the head, enough to make it one-shot headshot even in zero builds. If someone headshotted you with it, there was nothing you could do. It felt like a total ripoff when this thing eliminated you. They didn't say why, but thankfully Fortnite removed it from the game pretty fast. OG Fortnite was so fun the first time it was released. Players were gutted when it ended, and they feared it would never return. But did you know, Fortnite actually teased the release of the permanent mode all the way back in the very first trailer? The Tilted Towers clock was stuck at 6 o'clock, which is technically 6 and 12, the date of OG Fortnite's return, the 6th of December. So there was no need to worry after all. On August 9th, amidst the general chaos of Season X, Fortnite secretly added a Borderlands POI, and it had some crazy features. The first of which, Lachlan noticed almost immediately upon entering the new Rift Zone.
Oh, because that's what happens in Borderlands, right? Your shield goes up like super quick.
You basically had infinite shield, and this had crazy effects on fights. You could crack someone's shield, or get hit pretty hard yourself, like Lachlan does here. But keep on pushing, because you would both get passively healed up by the time you would even get anywhere near the fight anyways. You literally didn't need heals. It was insane.
Everyone's got full shield at all time in the zone. It's actually kind of hectic fighting players.
But that wasn't the only thing crazy about this POI. Apart from the healing effect, there was also this.
What's that? What's cash? What can I use cash for? Excuse me, video game. Where do I spend the cash?
It turned out collecting cash was part of the Welcome to Pandora challenges, where players could unlock a bunch of free stuff like the Mayhem Wrap and Crunk Bunny sprays. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this one too. It's a banger. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a video again. Thank you.